Oh yeah.
Cuba is like that because of the black sales.
Because of black sales. Yeah.
Because yes, everybody goes to Havana.
The black seal.
Yeah, later on, you do. Yeah, I have NASA and then.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed Black Sales. Where do you go?
Oh, God.
In Cuba.
In Cuba. Havana.
Right.
Pure Cubans or
Well, no,
something.
they did go in the episode.
That's where the main before the Bahamas.
They go to Havana.
That was the main international port.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it's one of the big ports, and the Spanish were there. But
Vaya.
going back to Black Sails, I left off at the episode that
Don't talk shit about black sales.
No, I
Shut the fuck up. That shit, bro.
that they killed the no. Oh, I was gonna talk to you about that one.
If they kill Teach,
No,
I will cry because I cried when Vane died.
bro.
And when Billy and Vane did the little nod, I was like,
let me tell you, just watch it. That episode.
no, but Teach was badass, bro.
Bro, no.
When Teach comes out, it's like,
Teach is a badass. But the way he goes out, it sucks. No, it sucks.
Teach?
Yes.
But he goes out like a fucking motherfucking bad motherfucker.
Yeah, Teach.
Like a
Teach-
motherfucking
The way they
Like-
kill
like,
Teach,
come on.
it's horrendous.
It's horrendous.
I wouldn't
the stupidest way.
No.
Not in terrible.
I wouldn't wish that shit on my worst enemy.
Bro, that's
how they killed his ass.
That's crazy.
Yo, how they killed that man. If that is like how they really truly depicted
No,
him.
that is but that is that's a form of torture.
Yes.
You know, from they didn't make it up and
No. That I know.
So,
They
so he went down like Glenn and the other guy from Walking Dead, like the boss.
no, bro. Glenn and
Abraham Gringo.
and Abraham, my favorite character from Southland,
Abraham.
went out easy, bro, compared to how Teach went out.
Because Abraham went down like
Did you see
like
No.
never
Don't tell
watched the
me.
show.
Oh, no.
I still need to catch up.
Bro,
Like
that's
a lot.
show, bro.
I've only seen the first season.
That's a badass show. No, watch it. I mean, whatever. Just wait till the season's over. It's the last season, anyways.
Yeah.
And,
What's he
and binge
watching?
On that
Oh.
shit.
What are you watching? Watching some porn?
Oh, he's showing us a scene.
Pero baja volumen.
I was gonna show you the.
He's getting all romantic in there.
Fucking Logan, bro.
Oh no!
No! Don't show me that.
Okay, look. I'm not gonna watch the movie.
I like to wait for that shit to come out.
Dude,
Listen,
On the
I
internet.
was sad as fuck. I shed a fucking tear, bro.
If you
shed a fucking
if
tear.
you shed a tear,
If you put it this way, Hector. If
God, you
shed
shed a tear,
this man's gonna
dude.
be balling.
Open that waterfall.
You do what you gotta do. Listen, you pay your
faucet.
respects. Pay your respects to the franchise.
For the
Pay your
franchise.
respects. Pay your respects to the actor who went out of his way to make a great fucking movie.
Yeah.
One of the classics. Who ended that whole fucking Wolverine whole movie franchise
I don't want to let it go.
the right way.
I don't want to let it go.
Respect.
Can't let it go.
Show
I
some
respect.
respect.
I
Show some respect. Am I wrong here?
Show some respect, bro.
Both of them.
Am I wrong here?
Stewart.
Am I wrong here?
No, Patrick Stewart, Sir Patrick Stewart,
Sir
sir.
Patrick Stewart, yeah.
Okay, Sir Patrick Stewart.
Sir Patrick Stewart.
Get it right.
Well, you know, like Rocky used to say, this world ain't all sunshines and
And
motherfucking
rainbows.
rainbows.
That's
All right, so
right.
you go out there,
Motherfucker, but hey, I like
you take your blow.
That's
the edit,
adaptation.
That's
There
the
you
edited
go.
version. I mean the non
Uncensored.
unrated version. There we go.
There you go. There you go. This ain't all sunshine and rainbows.
Unfiltered.
The director's cut.
You take the blow. You take it. You know, it is what it is. But it's a great fucking movie. And you're missing out on a great movie.
You can change. I can change. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it again.
You know, you know the funny thing is that what's this main actor of Wolverine? What's his name?
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman. You know that Hugh Jackman. A lot of people don't know this, but he's a real motherfucking actor. Just because he plays Wolverine,
Yeah.
Oh, he does
in a comic book movie,
Broadway.
this guy, he's a fucking Broadway star.
Yeah.
Like this guy can act.
No, sir. He can sing too.
He can sing too. He did Les Miserables.
Les Miserables.
He sung all that himself.
But that's why I'm
I
not.
haven't seen that movie. I saw like 15
Nah,
minutes.
you're not-
all the actors in that movie sung it.
No, that's fine.
Russell Crowe has a terrible singing voice.
Oh my God, he sounds like
Horrible.
he's killing a deer.
Bro,
That man should
He
not sing.
sounds like sorry, not a deer. He sounds like a
And doesn't he have a band?
Russell Crowe should stop.
I don't think he sings in that band. He must just play the guitar or something.
Listen, bro, I love Russell Crowe.
No, he's great.
And you know my favorite movie of all time is Gladiator.
The Gladiator.
Fuck that movie.
And I like Les Mis. I like the
liked
actual
it?
play.
No, it's good play.
The story, I've read it.
Yeah.
And I was kind of looking forward to, because I do kind of like, musicals. Phantom of the Opera was really good.
That's a classic.
Gerard Butler, stuff like that. So, Russell Crowe's in it. I mean,
Let me check it out.
so I downloaded the movie, of course.
Of course.
Go to the theater.
You're not going to pay money for that shit.
Bro, Russell Crowe comes in.
No, he paid $5 on the internet.
Illegal.
Go.
Legally.
Illegally download.
Russell
Fuck it, I do it
Crowe-
too.
It doesn't matter. I'm a pirate.
Yeah.
We all fucking do it, bro.
Russell Crowe
Black
comes
sales.
in
Not me.
like in 2 minutes or 3 minutes into the movie. Russell Crowe comes in, and he started to,
And then
if
you got.
want to call it singing or
got
whatever.
hard on.
Bro,
You got
I
hard
turned that
You
shit.
turn that shit off?
He sang like 2 lines, bro.
You like, what?
And I like Russell Crowe.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Like, whoop.
Russell Crowe's your man crush.
I'm not. Yeah, no. It's one of my men.
Nigga, so you wasted your memory in your computer downloading it.
no,
for
fuck that. No.
He got it
I
back.
might have wasted the memory in the computer, but I ain't gonna waste my memory.
No.
Memory, that piece of shit. Like that.
That shit was terrible, dude.
Nah, but Russell Crowe has gone downhill since Gladiator, bro.
I don't think so. That movie, we talked about it. Nice
The
guys.
last movie that
What's the what?
Nice
That was
guys.
a fucking low budget, fucking underground
it was
movie.
not a low budget
Right now.
Master and Commander.
Master and Commander was good.
Gladiator. That's still a badass movie.
Yep.
And he's done
No,
other
you know
good
what he
movies.
did that was fucked up. That because that Tarantino produced it. That man, the Tai Chi, what was it they're called? The one with RZA? The one with RZA?
Man with the Iron Fist.
That's
Tarantino was a part of
he
that.
was a
He's the
producer.
producer. RZA's the director.
RZA directed it.
He actually produced that shit.
Yeah, and he got fucking Russell Crowe to be in that movie.
And Russell Crowe's character was
produced
badass
it?
in that
Yes,
movie.
But the movie was shit.
The movie was shit, but Russell Crowe was a badass.
He was the only good thing in the movie.
That's the only good thing about that movie.
He was the only good actor in the movie. Everybody else was terrible.
That man got fat as fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah, he did.
He got fat with
He doesn't
the
give a
movie
shit.
He did Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, he gained.
Oh,
he
Body
gained
of
weight.
Lies.
Yeah.
Body of Lies.
He was already big there.
Yeah, he was already big.
Yeah,
then.
he was.
He never
For
lost
sure.
it after that.
But he's
This
never
movie-
been a skinny guy.
No, he doesn't care.
You could tell he was.
That was
He works out.
That was in the slim era.
Because he worked.
That was in his
that
era.
was the slimmest he's been.
Yeah.
And he's never been like a defined
No.
cut.
And he's never
bodybuilder
cared
guy.
about
He
like
doesn't care about
lifting
that,
or no, he doesn't care about that.
But Russell Crowe is a badass actor.
Yes,
He
he
is.
is. Yes, he is.
But whatever. The guy's got a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
Maximus.
He doesn't need to be struggling like fucking poor Robert De Niro.
Maximus
And I-
Aurelius.
Maximus is
Maximus
talking.
doesn't-
Is he really struggling though? That's what I want to know. Like, is he
that's-
really
no,
struggling?
no.
Because I don't think he's struggling.
No,
I think he's
that's
just
why
trying
I'm
to
saying
be relevant.
He's not struggling, so he doesn't need to be making all these big ass movies.
He does movies that
He's enjoying himself.
It seems to me he does movies for fun.
For fun.
He doesn't do it for
He's
money.
enjoying
He has a lot of
himself. I
money.
think he owns like
He
a
owns
rugby team or
properties.
something.
Yes, he's a
Yeah,
co-owner.
no.
Co-owner.
That guy's got money.
He has
bro.
money.
One of the Australian teams.
Yeah.
A rugby team.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to act.
Yeah, he gets money from that shit.
Fuck it.
Of course, man.
He does it for fun.
Shit, he looks like he fucking plays rugby.
Yeah, man. Probably.
If he's fat,
Maybe he's a coach. I mean, I don't know.
think
No,
about-
I don't know.
No.
No, but I think he's part owner or something, or was. I don't
Yeah.
know. He's got some involvement with.
With the
Every
rugby.
every individual is different, man. Maybe he lost his motivation. He don't really give a fuck anymore.
That could be
The
too.
thing is, if you look at his movies,
he's getting fatter
he
every year
doesn't do a lot of movies.
Why are you stuck on his fatness?
because he's a fat boy.
Jesus.
Let
him give a fuck.
Let him be fat.
And then how many years
Nothing wrong with
later
that.
until freaking Body of Lies came out?
Fat people have rights.
Or
Or
Cinderella.
Yeah, I mean,
Sticking
Cinderella.
up for the fat man.
Yeah.
that was another movie. That he
We have
was
rights.
somewhat-
Cinderella was good.
Which he really wasn't lean, but he got back to. I want to say he got back to his gladiator weight in Cinderella Man.
Yeah,
yeah,
had to get in
he
shape
did.
because he was playing.
He
a
had
He's
to.
a boxer, so
Yeah.
yeah, professional.
And
That's awesome.
and it
That was
was
a badass
it was the
movie.
depression he wasn't eating, so he can't be
Yeah,
fat
that's
and be
true.
depressed. and-
Speaking of motherfucking boxing movies, Gyllenhaal, what's his name? What's his
Jake?
first name? Jake Gyllenhaal
Right.
South Park.
in Southpaw.
Did you see
What
that
a
shit?
great fucking movie.
I didn't
I've
see
never
that
fucking
movie.
seen
Yeah, that's a good movie. I saw it.
Great fucking movie.
I have it on the DVR. I haven't seen it.
That's one of those other good fucking actors, legit actors.
Oh no,
Like,
He is.
like if you give him a role to act, that guy would destroy
that
that.
guy's a legit actor, bro.
Yeah, he does.
Oh yeah.
That guy's a legit actor.
And just like Wolverine, back to Wolverine, just like Wolverine. When
There
you
we
give
go.
him an acting role,
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman, when you give him an acting
You know
role,
Hugh Jackman was the father of Memphis. I mean, his name is Memphis in Happy Feet. He's the father.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, because he does Elvis voice.
I don't have kids, bro, so I don't watch the type of.
What do you mean? I saw it before I had kids.
Happy Feet?
Happy Feet.
Isn't that like a?
It's a penguin movie.
He's the voice of.
He's a Disney guy.
Come on.
Man.
I'm Disney.
He's like a big Teddy.
Talk to me about Disney.
Ray's face is fucking hilarious. He's like, come on, motherfucker.
You want to see it?
You watching that shit?
You gotta watch it.
He's like a big teddy bear,
Watch a
bro.
documentary on penguins.
Penguins.
Which one?
March of the Penguins.
Yeah, I'll watch
March of the Penguins was the worst documentary.
No, I
No.
haven't seen it, but I'm saying I'll watch a documentary on penguins. But
That shit.
When you gotta watch
Animated movie?
When you gotta watch is Farce of the Penguins.
Farce of the Penguins. That one's narrated by Samuel Jackson.
No, and Bob Saget does the voice of the penguin.
Narrated by Samuel Jackson and Bob Saget does the voice
Bob
of the Penguin.
Saget.
You can never go wrong with Samuel L. Jackson.
No, you can never go wrong.
You can never go wrong without that man.
Samuel Jackson.
That man.
He's in every fucking movie.
Everything.
That guy tells his agent, yo, is there any movies coming out? Yeah, there's like 20 movies coming out this year. Put me in all of them.
Put me in all of them.
Every single one.
Just have him cursing so
Just like Morgan Freeman.
No.
Yeah, hold on.
He does do a lot.
Does a lot of movies.
There's a lot of.
But nowhere.
But he doesn't do lead roles.
He does
It doesn't
whatever he
matter.
gets paid for.
Go to fucking IMDb and put Samuel Jackson's name. You're gonna see like 1,000 movies.
Samuel-
Oh yeah,
Samuel Jackson does in every single movie. He has to curse. I was seeing Tarzan.
of course.
The only curse word he said in Tarzan was "shit"
Yeah.
before he
That's
jumped
in his
off.
contract.
That's it. That's the
And he's just
only
saying,
curse word. He has to curse.
He talks to his agent and he's like, yo, let me get that script.
It's a Disney
Let me put a
movie.
shit in here and a fuck over here.
He's missing some curse words.
Oh no, we can't put the fuck because it's not R-rated.
It's Disney.
All right, give me some R-rated shit so I can. He's a good actor though. When in certain movies.
He's a good.
Did
actor.
he say motherfucker in King Kong?
Oh, he was gonna say it. Wait.
Oh, he did. Oh, no.
Can I spoil? I'm gonna spoil it because the movie came out 3 weeks ago. King Kong destroys him right before he says motherfucker.
Oh.
Yeah, and he goes like that. Boom.
Slams on him, yeah.
Slams that motherfucker.
I remember he goes.
Spoiler alert.
he goes,
You might want to
motherfucker,
fast forward this.
And right when he said motherfucker, he just slams right his fist right on top of him.
Why am I not surprised with that scene with Samuel L. Jackson
Yeah.
trying to say motherfucker?
Yeah, no.
That scene.
on, man.
When I saw the movie, it felt cheap. Like when they
that
literally
scene?
say mother, and then King Kong was like that.
Yeah.
It smashes the ground.
But that's kind of like in that shark movie that.
Deep Blue Sea.
Deep Blue Sea. And he's like talking
He's
about
giving the
shit and then-
speech.
Wow, and then the shark goes.
Yeah.
That was the favorite part of the movie for my wife, when the shark came and ate him.
And they Sam Jackson.
He was a little annoying in that
She
movie.
does-
Yeah, she's not a
She
fan of
doesn't-
Samuel Jackson.
Oh my dude, she
like Sam
almost did
I
not
like
see.
him.
She almost did not see these Marvel movies.
Because of him?
Because he's in it.
Why does
He was hardly in it.
Why does
Captain
doesn't
America,
like
he was in it.
Samuel
Yeah,
L.
why-
Jackson.
how
dude.
is
Why
that
not?
possible?
But
Like she does
we gotta
not.
bring her
She's
on.
Samuel
Yeah,
L. Jackson.
well,
We should bring him up.
No.
Explain.
You gotta bring her in next time, and she has to explain to us what
Why, yeah.
what
She
about
does
him traumatized
Not
her.
like Samuel.
Why does your
Jackson.
wife
The
not
only movie
like
she likes
Samuel?
Samuel Jackson is in Pulp Fiction.
Oh.
What? Okay,
That's
that is a good movie, but
But that's it.
Has she seen?
He's been-
The Negotiator?
No.
The Negotiator was good.
No, but in sort of like Pulp Fiction, the one with
Jackie Brown?
Jackie Brown.
Jackie Brown.
She
That's
hasn't
a badass
seen,
movie.
She hasn't seen that one.
Oh, okay. She gotta check that.
She has to watch
But
it.
that's like another Samuel L. Jackson movie.
He's in like 80% of it.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. But like a lot of movies that Samuel Jackson's in it,
Yeah, she doesn't
and
like.
she doesn't want to see
She
it.
doesn't like Die Hard or nothing like that.
She doesn't like
likes
Die Hard
Snakes
with
on a fucking
Adventures.
plane.
She
What's
never.
Okay, not everyone
she
likes
doesn't
Snakes
see
on a
them. She
Plane,
doesn't
okay?
see them at all.
Snakes on the plane.
Now, Snakes on the Plane
I'll
was.
tell you one thing. Snakes on a Plane would be shit without Samuel L.
It
Jackson.
is shit.
The movie is
Snakes on a Plane
with
is
Without
shit.
Samuel L.
No,
Jackson.
Snakes on a Plane is shit. It just happens to have Samuel.
Samuel Jackson.
There you go.
in it.
That's a
There
piece of
you
shit
go.
movie.
The
Yeah,
most-
that is a shit movie.
The
But
most
it would
curse
be
word.
even shittier.
You know that the internet made that movie famous
Yeah.
because
That's like Sharknado.
yeah, well, because when they were making the movie, they the internet was like was starting to become popular with social media. It wasn't no Facebook back then, and I think it was MySpace. So the movie studio had a MySpace, and they were talking about, oh, it's gonna be PG-13 and this and that. The fans were like, no, we're gonna boycott this movie. We want Samuel L. Jackson to say this. Get these motherfucking snakes off this motherfucking plane. And Samuel L. Jackson read the messages online,
on my
and he
motherfucking
told the
plane.
director, "We're gonna make this shit rated R, so I can say that fucking word." And he said it.
If you have Samuel L. Jackson,
So the
it has to be rated R.
internet made the movie, I guess, their movie. Yeah, Power of the internet.
You know
Yeah,
what's another badass line from Sam Jackson is
What?
what's that, the one with Tommy Lee Jones?
Wait.
The Sum of no, the Sum of
No. Tommy.
Go,
the one that he's like
Samuel Jackson.
with
Samuel.
Tommy Lee Jones. The
Are
Tommy Lee Sam Jackson is like
Hold on.
he's he's in the army or some shit like that.
Oh, Rules of Engagement.
Rules of Engagement.
Yes. Badass movie. That's
when he's on
awesome.
trial, he's like, I don't want to hear about these
Yeah.
motherfucking rules.
Yeah.
Bro, that shit was bad.
That was a good movie.
Oh man, that's on Netflix.
I don't
too.
recall that movie.
It's a drama, but it's really good, bro.
That's a very good movie right there, man.
When he's on stand.
I got her to sit through the negotiator.
No, but
That was the other movie she liked
That's a
about
good movie. But
because
yeah,
I
you got
actually
Kevin
got her
Spacey.
to sit through
The
it.
Negotiator. I mean, I want to say that's either one of the best or not the best Sam Jackson movie there is.
That's old school as fuck. Bro.
That is old school.
Yeah, that's what
I remember
That's
that
what, early
kid.
90s?
Holy shit.
98, 99,
late
98,
90s,
99,
That's with,
something like that.
With Spacey. Kevin
Yes.
Spacey.
Yeah.
Kevin
Spacey,
Spacey, yeah.
Oh, that's old school as fuck, bro. Holy shit.
Yeah, but those are movies that they're actually acting in. Like
But Samuel Jackson, he's a legit actor, bro.
he's a legit actor, but he does a lot of movies that he's just
Yeah, he's just making
He's
money.
just there to say motherfucker.
yeah,
He's just
motherfucker
say
and shit like that.
motherfucker, just to say some.
As long as he's getting
curse
paid.
word.
Isn't he in Kingsman?
Yeah.
No, not
Oh, Kingsman?
Kingsman. Yeah,
Yeah,
He's
he's
the
a
Spy
spy
villain.
one. Yeah, he's
the
in
villain.
it. He's the villain.
He was the villain. Yeah.
And he was great in it because that list that he had in that movie was just fucking
But the other
awesome.
good movie he did was Unbreakable. He did pretty good
Unbreakable
on
was
that.
really
He was good. He was good in the
But
848.
they were supposed to make a supposedly
Hateful
The Hateful Eight.
but no.
And of course, can't forget about his character in
In which
Django.
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 Oh, Django.
yeah.
Dude.
That
I'm
was
sorry,
good.
but when I see Samuel Jackson there, I want to see the fucking movie. I'm sorry.
Me too.
I love his work. I love his work. He's a fucking great actor. He's an entertainer. And
He is an
most actors
entertainer.
are entertainers.
He's an
like they
entertainer.
have their own personalities.
You know,
Samuel
it makes me
Jackson-
want to get another Capital One card. I got the silver.
Exactly.
Did you?
I got
Because of him.
No, not because of him. I got it before him. But I want to get another one, just to get the points and
Jeez.
the cash back.
Samuel
The
Jackson
cash
is
back.
badass. Samuel Jackson.
But you know who's a real badass and you got Facebook, which I
You know his story. You know Sam Jackson's story?
no.
That man, back in the 60s, he was part of the
He was Shaft.
No, he was he was part of the Black Panther Party.
Oh, he was?
Shaft.
Yes, he was. He was, and he found out that the FBI was investigating him. Oh. And he was like, "Oh shit! Fuck this shit! Fuck these motherfuckers! I'm going legit."
Yeah.
And he put his shit. He got his shit together.
He turned his shit around.
Yeah, he turned his shit around. That's it. He's been completely different person ever since. Got into acting and all this shit, and badass motherfucker ever since.
Good for
That's
him.
right.
During when he was doing the Star Wars movies on his lightsaber, he had them etched. Bad motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And the purple. You had to have purple.
Yeah, his lightsaber had to be purple.
Yeah, he told George Lucas, "Hey, I want a purple fucking lightsaber.
No.
I want it to be different than everybody. I want no green, no blue, nothing."
No,
He
he
was
wanted
like
to
the
be
first
like,
black guy in a Star Wars movie too, or something.
No,
no, because,
Billy D.
No, Billy
Billy D.
D.
Williams, Lando,
Lando.
and Boba Fett.
Boba Fett is black, I think too.
Boba Fett, you want to count that motherfucker as black?
The character, the guy that plays Boba
The
Fett, I think is
actor.
black.
Wasn't he like mixed, bro?
Oh, the
I think he's
actor
like
that played
mixed.
Boba
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the
yeah.
original films.
in the original
Yeah,
films.
but you don't see his face.
He wasn't mixed.
No, but it's known. I think
It's known.
It's known in
You're
the
talking
story.
about
that-
Django.
No,
Yeah.
I'm talking about Boba Fett. Wasn't he like a mixed individual? He was
Yeah, but that's
Oh,
he's a
you're
clone.
talking about the clone.
You're talking about the Clone Wars.
His
right?
father,
His
yeah.
father? Yeah. He's like mixed.
His
But, like,
father
in
is,
the
yeah.
original series, the actor that was under the
The helmet.
and all that stuff,
He's black.
He's a black guy.
Black. But in the story though, it's known that he's not.
That he's black.
You mean
I
you
think
mean
so.
you mean
I
in
mean,
the
I'm not a
books,
Star
in the
Wars
comic
fan.
books?
But I think
Maybe
it's known,
I don't really.
I mean, I'm not a hardcore Star Wars fan. But,
Yeah,
But I think it's known that Boba Fett is like
but Boba Fett's a bad motherfucker.
no, it's not. Bad.
It's not that bad of a motherfucker because they don't really show him much in anything.
Yeah, not in the movies, but in the games and in the
Boba
stories.
Fett is-
He's
Boba Fett.
badass.
Boba
Boba
Fett
Fett
is
got hyped after.
He's like a unique character, bro.
Boba Fett's a badass, bro.
Some people
Exactly.
remember
Boba
him.
Fett.
He's one of the
There's
baddest
like-
motherfucking.
Everybody has
bounty hunters.
their own kind of story of Boba Fett, but there's not a legit original story.
But
of
that's
Boba
why
Fett.
he's such a badass, though.
Exactly, because no one knows the truth about him.
Look,
It's like-
this is how badass he is. In Return of the Jedi, when Han came out of the frozen carbonite, he couldn't see yet.
Yeah, I know. Boba
He says,
Fett was
"Boba Fett's here. Boba Fett's here," because he knows that he's afraid of that motherfucker.
I know everybody's afraid of that motherfucker,
Okay.
but still,
Yeah, it's
there's no
but
backlash story of Boba Fett.
Exactly, but
in the shows
but
and
that's
the
how good he
comic
is.
books.
The Clone Wars?
Yeah, yeah.
The cartoons and all that
They
stuff.
don't
They,
really
they
explain much of
they
it.
explain a little bit that he gets into bounty hunting after the wars and all that stuff. But other than that, I mean, it's not
That's
really
it.
much.
just a badass.
Yeah, he's a badass character
overall
because
character, yeah.
I guess the reason why that he became so badass is because
You can't. He's a no face.
well, not that because he has no face. It's just because his armor looks badass.
The armor
He
looks like
he's
a
got
badass.
the
jetpack.
Exactly,
Yeah.
he's got the jet. What other
Back in those
character
days, you
didn't
didn't
have a
see that.
jetpack?
In the 80s, you didn't see
The
that.
Rocketeer.
Oh
No, come on.
I'm talking about the fucking Star Wars movies. What other character you see with a jetpack? No one.
No one.
Because
It was
nobody
just
could fly
him.
like him.
It was just him.
What do you mean? In the cartoons or the movie?
Okay, the movies, dude.
Okay,
the
the
original movies.
the
Like my son
original.
said. Well, sorry, he showed. When did Empire Strikes Back come out?
80.
80. Okay, 80.
83
okay,
was
and
the
then
last one.
83. You know, you never see him a character like him. He's a badass. And then you got a guy that not only is he a bounty hunter, which he's like frowned upon. He's respected by the Empire.
Yep.
Everybody.
By
And
everyone.
and everybody fears him.
The Hutt, Jabba the Hutt, respected by him. Come on, that's the reason why. I think that's one of the main reasons because not only I think in those two movies he probably had 3 lines.
Pretty much.
Boba Fett
That's
talked?
it.
Boba Fett talked in those
Empire
movies.
Strikes Back, he
I've
talked.
never
In
heard
Empire
that
Strikes
shit.
Back and Return of the Jedi, he talks.
And I don't remember Return.
He well, he doesn't technically talk.
Oh, he says, "Ooh, I'm dying."
exactly. He screams because he's dying. And then and then you see him in A New Hope.
A romantic cigarette break.
You see him in A New Hope?
Yes, and
Boba Fett?
yes, in one of the Star Destroyers.
the special edition?
I don't remember if it was a special edition or not, but you do see him in A New Hope that they're on a Star Destroyer and they're sending them over. Like, there's a bunch of Vader has like 6 bounty hunters around him, 6 or like 4 or 5 around there, maybe 6, I don't know. And Boba Fett's one of them, and he tells them, okay, go find these motherfuckers.
Right.
Shit. And he's there.
I gotta
man.
I gotta look it up again.
Yeah, man. He's a badass.
Cut it out later.
You finished it, right? Star Wars Aftermath already?
Yeah.
Yeah, those books were really good. I liked how they. I liked how they introduced.
How they tied it together.
Yeah, I liked how they tied it together. I liked how they introduced that Chewie has a family.
Yeah.
He has a son. That hit me a little bit. It was like little Wookiee's like, and he's like, oh, he smells something very familiar. He smells a father, and
Yeah, they are empty.
it was really good.
He smelled it. Hey, papa.
Yeah, he smelled daddy. Yo soy tu papá.
Who is that shit?
The fuckers.
The fuckers.
The fuckers.
Yo soy tu papá.
Meet the fuckers. That's what it is. Meet the fuckers. Yo soy tu papá. Fucking Ben Stiller. Oh man,
That
that was a good trilogy in those books. I like that.
it is.
Yeah. I liked how they.
It ties the in between the New Hope and
Force Awakens.
and the Force Awakens. And,
Well, not entirely, because remember, you still got.
well, you got somewhat of the story.
Yeah, no, exactly. You have an idea of what happened, because you can already see, like at the end of the third book, when they're talking about that Rax guy.
Uh-huh.
He's going off and he's talking to that general, and he tells him to leave your son alone. Leave his son alone.
Yeah.
That son is Hux, which is in Aftermath. He's the head general of the army.
Okay.
He's the blonde guy.
Yeah.
That's that character. Yeah, it's
It's a
General
lot of things that
Hux.
ties up together. If you don't pay attention, you don't know.
Yeah.
Wow, we turned this shit up. You guys are...
Oh, we fucked up that pizza. Yeah, man.
That
We
pizza?
tore-
What pizza? You didn't order pizza.
I don't know.
It would have been even gone.
I had it was special. You buy one, I have this card,
Uh-huh.
and then the other one's free.
And what about happened to Papa John? Papa John pizza, man.
He doesn't like Papa
I
John's.
don't like Papa John. He likes to play dominoes. That's why he has to
Apparently.
play. Everything has dominoes. He has to play.
No, but he's Puerto Rican, so he doesn't. He only goes to double six. He doesn't know. He doesn't know how to
Count
count.
12?
He can't count past 12. He can't play the double nines.
You can't do
You
eight.
don't even have a double. They have a double. There's a higher number. There's higher than 9, but nobody uses the higher.
Nobody uses those because
Everyone goes up to
count that
9.
high that fast.
Fucking A, dude. He's like, what the fuck? How many dots are on that shit?
25? What? 25 plus 4? What?
I think I saw one that was 12. 12 double 12s. It's like, what the fuck?
God damn.
Yeah, dude, I saw that shit. Like, get the fuck out of here.
12 and 12.
Don't let us say. Oh my, what?
12 plus 16.
Exactly. You start busting out the fingers. Oh, fuck, I don't have that many fingers.
You gotta listen to the aftermath, Robert.
I don't like listening to books, man. I can't.
What do you mean?
I listen to podcasts or music. I can't listen to books. Because with the books, I get distracted. With the podcast,
No, you
I get the
don't.
words.
Trust me, you don't.
You're in it.
You
I
get
can't
into
with my
those
job.
books.
I can't focus.
No, I know your job. You can't.
Oye,
can't.
yo soy mecánico.
Okay, yeah,
That's
but-
true.
fucking
You're
good.
fixing a car.
Okay, yeah, but you're not on the
You do it
phone.
every day.
He's on the phone
I'm
all day. He's behind a desk.
I'm on the phone sometimes. I'm on the computer a
Well, it's the
lot.
same thing about being a podcast. Somebody's talking to you.
Right, but
You're listening to somebody.
But if I
Unless you
miss a
listen to-
word or two, that's fine.
yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
missing the story. I can catch up. In the
Well,
book,
listen
if I miss
to a book
if I
2-3
miss
times.
yeah.
I've had to rewind it quite a few times. I'm
You
really
see what I mean?
I gotta go like 2
I don't like that
chapters back.
shit.
I was like, oh shit, I
When
went
I'm
too far.
reading, when I'm reading, I just go like this. Boom, 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 done.
Well, compré el libro, trilogy.
No, I don't like Star Wars books. I'm not
Why
crazy
Star
about
Wars,
it.
Star Wars movies?
Because I'd rather watch a movie or watch it on TV. I don't
But
want
this is the aftermath. This is in between the Force Awakens and
Return of the Jedi.
Return of Jedi.
Yeah, I know. That motherfucker.
So I finished the Clone Wars,
No, the cartoons.
the cartoons, the anime. Que clase mierda.
They weren't too bad.
Yeah, it's alright. They had their moments.
Yeah. The Rebels ones, I think my DVR is messing up and not recording all of them.
They'll be on Netflix. You
Yeah.
caught up with them
Well, I'm pretty sure I can catch them all up on demand.
on the menu
Yeah. I saw the first 2 seasons completely.
on
And the
Netflix.
third, no, on demand.
What's on Netflix?
Nothing. They don't have
The
Rebels.
Rebels. Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Look it up.
Motherfucker.
Wow.
What the fuck was that? You see, they don't have it.
Rebels.
All they have is Clone Wars, both the Disney Channel one and the Cartoon Network one. You know that it started on Cartoon Network originally, right?
Of course. Who doesn't know that?
And then, well, he does. I'm sure he doesn't. It started originally on Cartoon Network, and then Cartoon Network canceled it, and the Disney Channel picked it up.
Actually, correction. That's Netflix that picked it up.
Was it Netflix that picked it up and finished it?
Yep. Netflix got the last season to finish it.
Whatever the fuck ever.
This is before Disney bought Star Wars. You can handle a little weed, a little pot.
Weed is not for me, bro.
It makes you vomit.
Weed is not for me.
You're allergic to it, probably.
I'm allergic to that
finally,
shit.
bro. The fucking Panthers finally won a
What
game.
do you mean? The Panthers been winning games lately.
Not this goddamn week.
Yes.
No.
What have you been watching?
They lost, bro. I think earlier
What have
in the
you been
week they
watching?
lost a fucking game. I think it was like 7-3. Yesterday they lost one. I think it was 4-3. They finally won one right now, 3-1.
Oh my God, 3-1 now? You serious? No.
Sorry, this was yesterday. They won
Yes.
3-1.
There's still a little left. There's still some left? Yeah, man.
Guacamole's famous.
Guac.
That's the only reason I'm with her.
The only reason you're with it is her
Because
guac
of the
is big?
guacamole, yeah.
Guacamole, bro.
The guacamole or the guacamole?
No, the first one, the guacamole.
The first one?
Guacamole. Guacamole. That's the correct pronunciation.
Have you motherfuckers tried the Papa John's, the spinach Alfredo?
The what? Yeah.
Spinach Alfredo
The
sauce?
pasta?
Well, it's like a pizza with spinach Alfredo sauce instead of the regular sauce. And then you put pepperoni, whatever you want. That shit's so fucking good.
No.
Papa John's is disgusting.
Pizza is only with marinara.
No.
Yes.
Fuck that,
Yes.
fuck that marinara.
Yeah, because the Hawaiians fucked up the pizza.
Yeah, you don't put pineapple on a pizza, bro. I'm sorry.
No, you
Or
don't.
broccoli.
Or fucking ham.
Well, I mean, ham is...
No, you can put ham on a
put
pizza.
ham on a
ham.
pizza.
Jamon, bro.
Fuck that.
You just don't put fucking pineapple on a pizza.
You don't put pineapple on a pizza.
So,
Yo, so which one of you motherfuckers is excited for the Fast and the Furious?
Me.
Oh, yeah.
I want to see it.
Fuck that Fast and the Furious shit. Let me hear some fucking stories of you drunk motherfuckers. Embarrassing moments when you're drunk as a motherfucker.
Embarrassing moment.
Embarrassing.
I'll start real quick. Let me tell you a quick story, bro.
Oh, Lord.
So back when I was in high school and shit like that. Hold on.
No, go ahead.
We're
Go
having a
ahead.
technical difficulty.
I don't know
with
what
the-
George did.
with
He
the-
probably
with the
knocked it down
microphone
with his
stand.
elbow.
fuck you.
Breaking my shit.
The horse I rode on.
The horse didn't do anything.
No. You still had a bigger dick than the horse, George.
Well, you hung.
That's one hell of a compliment right there.
You hung 3 times.
Boy, bro, that's my boy. I can tell like we told George on
Well,
dick competitions. George, just take out enough to win, bro.
That's it.
Just take out enough to win.
That's it. That's all you
That's
gotta do.
it.
No, just looking at George, he
Hey.
packing, bro.
What does Al Pacino say in any given Sunday? All you need is an inch.
Oh, yeah.
An inch.
Inch by inch, step by step,
Step by step,
inch.
inch by inch.
Yeah, it's
That's
6
it.
inches in front of your face. Like that, yeah. Badass, bro. Why you think it's an inch, bro?
That's the only good part of the movie. The rest of the movie is like, yeah.
I like that movie, bro. It's a good movie. It's not a classic, but any given Sunday.
I own it right there.
I know you own it. I just
And they had the
never
director's
caught my
cut.
attention.
Yeah, that's what I
And
have.
they've been playing the fucking movie on HBO and I think on Stars
No.
like crazy.
The one I have is the director's
Any given
cut.
Sunday?
Oh God.
Yeah.
Any given Sunday is good.
Yeah, that's a good movie. I mean, it's not a classic.
That's just on HBO Go, I think.
So,
I have it on HBO.
what's your drunk story?
What's your drunk story?
Mr. Lord Gaines?
So, my drunk story. Back when I was a fucking high schooler, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think my parents were on a trip or some shit like that. They went on a trip, something
Right.
like that. I can't recall. I'm an old man now.
Right.
So, basically, back when I was a fucking jit and I was a fucking high schooler. This was during the MySpace days. MySpace. I don't know if you remember that shit.
I remember.
I don't think a lot of listeners will ever learn.
No, a lot of these listeners probably weren't even born when MySpace was
They're
out.
not as old as us.
Yeah,
but,
no,
but basically,
They're like the
back-
new millennials.
yeah, back in
millennials.
MySpace days, you know, that shit was popping and all this and
Yeah,
that.
that shit popped so good. I met my wife there. You know.
Oh, there you go. There you go. That's an even better story, right?
That's 12 years
there.
ago.
That's an even better story, right there. So basically, MySpace, that shit was popping. I was in high school. I had these friends, and my parents were gone for the weekend or some shit like that. So I decided to throw a party. Obviously, I'm a fucking juvenile, fucking idiot. So obviously, I'm gonna throw a party. So
Where were we?
I don't know.
listen. This was a huff and puff.
Where was your
party.
brother? Where was your brother?
Long gone.
Long gone.
And I have another story about that motherfucker right there, which I'll get to in no time. But basically, so I decided to throw a fucking party out there. I had a bunch of people over and shit like that. You know, obviously we were drinking and shit like that.
Right.
And the thing about this is, I had a girlfriend, not a girlfriend, girlfriend.
Oh, girl, that's a friend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
who I was really fucking tight with, you know, for whatever reason. I'm surprised I didn't even date this bitch.
I thought was she.
But because you know what I mean, when you're really fucking that close with somebody, it's
You
like
were in
the opposite sex, and then you're that close with them, like
You
feel
you
like-
were in the French stage.
yeah, it's like I'm talking to you motherfuckers right now. It's like a real fucking.
But none of us have a pussy.
Yeah.
No, none of you motherfuckers have a pussy. At least that I know of.
No.
That way you know of, yeah.
So, because these days I don't even know, you know,
You
who
don't-
has
you
a
can't
pussy and
tell.
who has a dick. I don't know,
Can't
bro.
tell.
Yeah, no.
One of us might come out with an award.
And
You never
they say,
know.
there you go. You might be man or woman of the year.
I
Who
have a
knows?
large clitoris, but it's not
There you go. Clitoris of the year.
clitoris. A large clitoris, like Esperanza Gomez. Fat clit. Fat clit. Esperanza Gomez.
Esperanza Gomez.
Esperanza.
That's a very Colombian one.
God, yeah.
But go ahead, continue.
Go ahead.
So, yeah, I had this
the girl was
girlfriend,
there.
and obviously, when you have a girlfriend, they know all these fucking friends, and they know
Oh, yeah,
all these
yeah.
fine ass fucking women and all this
Yeah,
and that,
yeah.
blah blah blah. So basically, during the MySpace days, I was throwing this party, and then she came at me and telling me, "Oh, I have this fucking friend who's been looking at you in MySpace, and she thinks you're so fine, and all this and that, blah 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 blah." So I tell her, "All right, bring her over to this party, and then I'll introduce myself and all this and blah blah blah."
Right.
So
Right.
I,
Get to the point. What happened?
I throw this fucking party. Now, Jack Daniels. This is back to Jack Daniels, what I was talking about
Jack
earlier.
Daniels.
Yeah, I had a fucking bottle of fucking Jack Daniels, pure Jack Daniels.
Jack.
And me, I'm the type of person that I get hyped up, bro. So I go to this fucking crowd, I fucking drink a shot with them, then I go to this, and I go drink another fucking shot, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm a fucking rookie, and I start drinking these fucking shots, Jack Daniels straight up. Then you know what I'm talking about.
So
Now,
where,
I know, yeah.
where was your clothes?
where was my what?
Your clothes.
My clothes was on, bro.
Okay, just making sure.
It was on my body.
On your body.
Yeah. So you know, this girl shows up and I'm drinking and all this shit. So she introduced me. Oh, look, this is my friend over here. Is your name? Blah blah blah. And I go, hi, how you doing? Can we go over there to the front? Cause I can't hear you and all this other music and everything. So I go to the front with this fucking chick. And I'm already, and I've had, you know what I mean? It's like you take these Jack Daniel shots and you don't feel it at all.
You don't?
You don't feel it at all, like at the moment. But then eventually it just goes, cling.
It turns on.
Cling.
It's like a fucking
you know what I mean?
like
Your
a
mind just goes, it hits you on the spot. It's like a reality check.
What are you not telling us?
It's like a reality check. Reality check is like a slap to the face.
Out there? There's no baby rays?
No, that I know of. No baby ring. Seguro.
So you know, at this point, you know, I'm not drunk at the moment when I take this chick to the front, but I feel it. So I'm all confident and shit. So I bring her over. You know, I'm talking to her on this. And you know, when you get a girl talking, she continues to talk.
Damn.
Because
She talks your ear off.
blah, blah,
Because
blah.
she's
And I'm
nervous.
there pretty drunk, and I'm like, yeah.
You want some of my dick?
Yeah. So then this just all of a sudden just fucking clicks on me, bro. It goes bing. That Jack Daniels just creeps up on me, bro.
My man.
And I'm looking at her, and I'm like right next to her, like this.
Jack Daniels
like,
said, "Yo, my man, I got next."
Yo, bro, I got her. So I'm looking at her, and I'm saying, yeah, and all this and that, and she's there. Oh my god! But I love this. You know, blue color is so beautiful. Blue. This, you know, I'm just giving an example because this bitch is talking and talking. So I'm like, yeah. And then I'm right next to her, and then all of a sudden, bro, the worst happens, bro. The worst happens.
Vomit.
Nah, I don't shit
do
myself.
what?
It ain't that worse. It ain't that bad.
You hurled.
I just go
All over her.
Now, if it was all over her, I can't recall because I was that fucked up. At the moment.
But she got hit.
In her direction.
She got hit a little.
In her direction.
Yeah, she got shrapnel.
Maybe she got some shrapnel. I don't know. But she freaked out. That I can't tell you.
Splash damage.
She got some splash damage and she freaked the fuck out.
Long story
And
short,
me
she
being
left.
selfish as I am, I'm worrying about my goddamn self.
And you said-
So I go, fuck you. And I go over there and I go throw up in the corner. And I'm there worrying about my goddamn self like a selfish
Hell
bastard.
yeah, bro, you puked all over your
Yeah,
shirt,
bro.
bro.
Selfish motherfucker, bro.
Boo, his
Echo.
American Echo
South Pole jeans, bro.
So, you know what I mean? This chick was supposed to be, you know, she thought
Not a Mark Echo shirt.
Yo, did she ever talk to you after?
no, she, you know, she was into me and all this shit. She thought
Even after
she
the
thought I was
vomit?
cute and all this bullshit.
Uh-huh.
But then, after that happened, bro, I never heard of her again.
Again, man.
And I don't blame her because
Fucking
that shit
vomit.
Was,
That's always the fucking story.
that was pretty fucking crazy.
That
bro.
was fucking
Whatever,
crazy.
man.
That was fucking crazy.
What do you mean?
I can tell you a drunk story.
I think as when it comes to like drunk stories, I mean,
Oh Lord.
I've only ever gone full blown drunk once.
When was that?
Once.
When was that?
When we went for your bachelor party. That's
Albino.
When I
You remember Hector when he went albino?
No, he was fucked up
too. I just remember.
No, not that time. Not that time. that was another time.
Scared, dude.
And then your wife was fucking giving me.
No, she was not there.
When was that?
No,
That's my bachelor party.
Damn.
no. What you're thinking about is another story a couple years before.
That was before.
Somebody else was mixing some drinks to me and telling me that it was some mixed drinks and it was Gatorade. I remember
Gatorade. Wait a minute.
Oh, no.
That was in a
You got
hotel.
drunk off
That
of
wasn't during
Gatorade?
his bachelor party.
Yeah, that was
No.
fucking drunk.
That was with Monique.
That was a
Monique,
complete
yeah,
different
another girl.
woman.
That was another girl.
Before we knew about Odali's.
Before we knew his wife.
That was a long time
She was
ago,
mixing
bro.
me drinks in there in the hotel and I was doing
Yeah.
fucking cartwheels.
He was doing front flips onto the bed.
He was
He
was
do
flipping.
front flip. He'll do a front.
He was flipping on the bed.
Did a front flip on the bed.
And then
So we would eventually, he was already so fucked up that we would tell him, like, hey, don't give him any more alcohol. Just give him Gatorade.
Give him
And
Gatorade.
He thought it was alcohol. So he goes, damn, man, this is like really, this is really sweet. It's it's really sweet. Yes, because we mixed it real well. It was fucking pure Gatorade.
It was just Gatorade.
That's all it fucking. It was fucking Gatorade, and then I think it was like Minute Maid lemonade. That's it.
No,
there was no fucking alcohol.
At midnight, this motherfucker was in the bathroom puking his lungs
Oh,
out.
he tripped. I think I was sleeping on the floor. I think his brother was.
I think
sleeping on
he
the floor.
slept in the bathroom.
And when he was running towards the bathroom, he tripped over one of us.
Yeah.
Because we were in the way of the bathroom. So no, back to mine. Mine was like during Junior's bachelor party. It was one and only time I've ever gotten full blown drunk. We're there drinking like crazy. We're drinking, fucking bar hopping all over the fucking place.
Dude, he smoked.
And we decided to go to a hole in the wall that was selling fucking cigars. Homemade cigars, So, all right, cool.
This is Key West.
Yeah, in Key West. We're over there down there in Duval Street.
It was good.
Decent cigar, very smooth. My dumbass, since I was fucking drunk, I was like, hey, you know what? Let me go ahead and smoke this like a fucking cigarette.
He puffed it.
I inhaled it. I smoked
it.
it at the wall. Yo, I'm telling you, this cigar was probably like maybe 6 to 7 inches long, and I smoked it in 20 minutes.
Less.
No.
Less.
Puff the shit out that.
Motherfucker.
Yo, I'm there feeling like I can really feel it. I'm like, oh fuck, what the fuck? And then these guys are like, yo, you're right. Yeah. I'm fine. Let's keep on going. Let's keep on going. I'm trying to tough it out.
Eric
My
and his
best friend
friend were here. They were like kind of more sober.
My best friend was a little more sober than I was, so
Dude,
I'm there. I'm
They
like,
would
fine.
tell you the story. That this looked like a white albino.
So this guy goes, he goes, bro, are you sure you're okay, man? I'm pale as fuck. I'm sweating. He goes, bro, you're sweating a lot. I'm like, bro, we're in Key West, bro. It's hot as fuck out here. He's like, bro, you're the only one that's sweating.
He's trying to play it off. Like
Exactly. So he goes ahead and passes me on the back. He's like, bro, you are fucking drenched. How the are you okay? I'm like, yeah, man, I'm fine.
He's overheating.
Let's keep on going. I go to him, no, I'm fat. I sweat a lot. That's fine.
He's a
So
hairy back.
I'm, whatever. Let's keep on going. So we go, and then we finally get to to this one bar. We go to the bar, the Bull, the Whistle, and the what's the third floor one? Is the first floor is called the Bull. The second floor is called the Whistle. The third floor, I don't remember.
Who cares?
That's where the nudist star.
Who cares?
Nudist star, yeah.
It was a nudist bar.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't want to go there.
Estaban en cuero. Todo el mundo. Everybody was naked.
You don't want to go there.
Except us walking in.
Oh, wow.
And they were
That
like,
kind of
all right,
bar.
walking back out.
Nice.
Yeah, we walked in there. We bought a round of beers and we just fucking left.
Yeah, you feel uncomfortable.
Everybody with their dicks out.
You feel uncomfortable with all naked people. And you're the one that's
Pretty much. And then so whatever, we left and we go to another bar. And then they're like, hey man, let's go to another bar. So everyone is all, they're at the bar ordering drinks and shit. And I'm like, I can start feeling, the vomit coming out. I'm like, oh fuck. Yeah. I'm like, oh fuck. So you know what? I'm like, let me go outside. Let me go outside and get some fresh air. Maybe that'll make me feel better. Yeah. So I go outside. I start breathing in the fresh air. I'm like, oh man, yeah. I'm like, well, I still feel a little fucking. It's making me feel a little worse. I'm like, you know what? Down the street, there's not a lot of people. Let me go down the street. Yeah. So I take a walk down the street. I'm like, oh man, damn. I'm like, fuck, man, what the fuck?
you were spinning when you're like spinning.
I wasn't. You know what? That never happened.
Feeling?
I wasn't. I didn't feel that. I didn't feel the world spinning around me. I didn't feel it.
Does that happen when you smoke weed?
Bro, yeah. Oh my god.
So I keep on going.
Yeah, no, gracias, bro.
And I keep on going down the street, and I'm like, fuck, man, this is going to come out. It's going to come out right here. So I see a dumpster. I'm like, maybe I just pop open the dumpster, and I just yak in there. Bro, dude. I get to the dumpster, that motherfucker was locked.
We walked out. We walked out of the bar looking for
you guys were still in there. So I go out there, and I'm like, oh, fuck. Right there, right next to the dumpster, I yacked like probably like 3 or 4 times. Yeah. I got some of it on my fucking shoes.
No.
I was so pissed.
This motherfucker, when I seen him vomit, he vomits for like hours. So how big he is.
Yeah. So I go back in. So I vomit like 3 or 4 times. Boom, done. Jesus. I go back inside the bar. These guys are there. They're like, yo, where'd you go? I'm like, no, I went outside, get some fresh air. And then like my best friend, he looks at me. He's like,
look your shirt.
You got color back in. You vomited. I'm like, nah, man, what are you talking about, man? I didn't vomit, man. I'm like, yeah, you did. Like, all right, yeah, dude. He's like, yeah, bro. You look before like you had the fucking T-virus and shit for fucking Resident Evil. Junior, he was like, bro, I thought you had the Ebola and shit.
I had the Ebola.
I was fucking about to die.
Damn. He was holding it in.
It was bad, man.
No, I hate that drunken feeling. That's why I don't.
But other than that, I've never gone.
Have you ever had that feeling?
I've had it a bunch of. What, you seen me when I had
I saw you once when you were still at Publix.
At Josue's?
Yeah.
How many stories? That's the thing, because I'm not a heavy drinker now. I mean, over the years, I've gotten, when it comes to drinking,
Well, you have more tolerance.
I have more tolerance to drinking. But, like, obviously, you know, like, weed and shit like that. Weed has never been, but aside from the fact that I don't like it,
You can't.
it does my body no good. And I always get, like, drunk. But whenever I get drunk or anything like that, I throw, like, these people that get drunk and just pass out.
Right.
Like nothing? No, that's awesome. I can't do that. I start throwing up like, oh, and you
Yeah, I saw you.
You know, when we were at Josue's house, bro. And that's happened to me like 10 times.
That might be allergies or some shit, bro.
No, with alcohol.
It has to be.
Some people are like that, bro.
Alcohol, yeah. Man.
Too much.
We're not all,
Too much.
we're not all equal, bro. We're
we're
all
not.
born differently,
Exactly.
and we all have different fucking
I'm
allergies
not,
and shit.
no, I can
That's
smoke like cigarettes and cigars, you know, as many as you want back to back.
Right.
Nothing happens. But when it comes to like drinking or fucking smoking weed, oh man.
there you go.
And that day I had like 2 puffs only, right? Like 2-3 puffs.
Yeah, something like that. Something like that.
Oh, yeah, 2-3 puffs.
Definitely,
And I was,
definitely.
you weren't there, bro. I was throwing up. Ask these people, man.
This guy was throwing up. He passed out in his car.
In his car.
His car battery
The
died.
battery died because he was this.
I put
He was
3 puffs. You know, you put it on.
He turned the car on, but not all the way.
Yeah,
Key
just
on.
to listen to the radio.
Yeah.
Boom, the car battery went on. But you know, my boys
Nice,
were
nice gentlemen.
Yeah, they were there for me, bro. And then Hector was there chilling with me, and we were listening to Pink Floyd.
Right.
It was like one of the first times Hector was listening to Pink Floyd.
That is true.
And
Damn.
like, that's actually pretty good. I'm like, yeah, bro.
I listened to that shit. I
Yeah.
listened to that fucking alternative
No, and then
shit.
I went to the back seat. I laid down, and I was like, oh, bro. But when I laid down, I started feeling a little better. But before that, I threw up like 8, 9, 10 times. And George was coming out, in and out.
You
and
okay?
from out,
Yeah,
right?
you okay?
And I was like, just bring me some napkins. I was
Water.
throwing up all over the place, bro. And bring me a little bit of water.
To his defense, that was some potent shit.
That was some
That was
potent
strong
shit.
shit,
That
yeah,
was
yeah,
strong.
That was some heavy duty shit.
But
that
I took
was
like
some
2,
heavy
3,
duty
and
shit.
I took like 1 or 2 puffs, and then I think Rob was like, hey, or George was like, hey, yeah, no, that's it, you know,
Yeah.
don't take any more. But then Hector was like, nah, take a little
Keep
more.
doing it.
And then I took like another 4 puffs.
You held that bitch in.
I held that in.
You held it.
Hold it. Take a big one and hold it in.
It's because
That shit kill me, bro.
I should be careful with what kind of advice I give. You know what I mean? Like, in certain situations, I'm thinking what I would do.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. I've been around the block. I'm a pretty hoe.
I smoked weed before.
I'm a hoe, so I've been out there. So you know what I mean. I gave him the kind of advice that I would give myself, and it backfired because you know he's not kind of used to that kind of environment. So
Bro, that shit
he
fucked
really-
me up, bro.
he really got.
So then after I threw up like 10 times, I went to the back of my car.
Yeah.
I laid there and actually then I told George, I get something like a pillow or something, you know.
Right.
George brought me a jacket.
Qué lindo. How
George brought me
romantic.
a jacket, and then I'm like, George, I'm cold, bro.
Oh,
George, you keep coming back and checking in on me. I'm like, bro, I'm cold.
I'm freezing.
That's it. He's
George-
getting out of
Yeah,
his...
because you got rid of all the...
Take care of my boys, all right?
Did you hug him?
What's up,
You hug
man?
him?
No, he goes, hey man, you know, well, I'm a little cold. So I'm like, all right, bro, use the jacket I
I
gave
was
you.
shivering, bro.
Yeah, you were. So I'm like, use the jacket for now. I'm gonna go find you a blanket,
Yeah.
bro. I'm gonna go find you a blanket. So I go inside and I tell Hector's bro, like, hey man, you know, let me get a blanket for Josue, for Ray. Let me get a blanket for him. So he's like, well, why didn't you tell his ass to come inside? I'm like, nah, he's fucked up. He don't want people to see him like that.
Yeah,
I'm like,
man.
let me give me a blanket. So he gives me a blanket, take it outside. You know, boom.
You tucked him.
And you wrapped him in like a little
I wrapped
baby.
him up. I
Yeah,
wrapped
you
him
like
up.
a baby.
We went under his hips.
bro. That's
That's my boy right there. I wrapped him up. I don't give a fuck.
Like a burrito?
I don't know about a burrito.
Did he carry you?
No.
Did he carry you?
Could have.
I probably could have. I should have coddled him a little bit, but I didn't.
Cradle him, you know?
Cradle him a little bit.
Like
No,
a
I
scene
didn't.
from The Lion King.
So there, he doesn't.
But then I slept for like.
Oh, he was asleep for like probably like 2 hours or something.
Yeah. What the fuck? Nice,
Oh, he was fucking out.
I was.
Yeah, you woke up right when I was
These guys were
leaving.
like, bro, where's Ray? Where's Ray? So I'll go outside. I'll check
Yeah.
him.
You woke up a few minutes before I was leaving.
But then I woke
Check his
up.
pulse?
But then
I left the house like at 10 o'clock, so he was awake at that time.
Ask
No, but
George,
still,
I
did
think
you check his
Hector,
pulse
I remember
for those
too.
2 hours? You go out there, check
Checking
his
me a
pulse?
lot. Yeah,
They
they
would
checked on
come
him.
in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they checked on him.
But then when I woke up, bro,
Oh, this man had the munchies.
Oh, he was starving.
I bet.
Bro, no lie. I ate 7, remember?
A lot.
7 plates. No, 7 plates
Of what?
of arroz con pollo.
Rice.
Hector's mom, no,
Yeah.
that shit is badass.
You up 8 times, so obviously.
Yeah, you had no calories in
Ain't
you.
no little.
You had
Oh, let me
nothing.
get 2 scoops.
7
No,
plates, bro.
stacked
You were
motherfucking
Seven
plates.
plates.
You were empty.
God
Bro, it was
damn.
one after the other. There was a shit ton of arroz con pollo left. That
And
shit
as soon
was
as
so
you
good.
ate that, you weren't cold anymore.
No, I was good. 7 plates, bro. 7 plates. I'm like,
It was a combination of you being hungry as fuck after throwing up so much,
And
and,
the
that
fuck.
being fuck, and that rock and pollo being good as
no,
fuck.
Good as
arroz
fuck.
con pollo is good as fuck.
It is good.
But when you're like high as fuck and you're recovering, even better, man.
Of course, definitely.
But yeah, that was my. But that's the worst I've ever gotten high. I mean, I've gotten high before and thrown up and stuff like that.
A bunch of times. I've seen you a couple.
Yeah. But that one was pretty bad.
Damn, after only 3 puffs.
After 3 puffs, bro.
Yo, that single ladies, man.
Oh, remember
Tell us that
shot?
story. Tell us that story.
That's
When we went out, that it was on Valentine's.
I was talking to a chick.
Valentine's?
No,
Yeah,
no.
it wasn't like
I was
him
dating-
with me.
I know,
yeah.
I
I was
know.
dating a chick. I was
It
dating
was a chick.
that we have been dating. I don't know, for a few weeks,
Right.
and it just so happened that Valentine's was coming up.
Yep.
You know, but we were just dating. Man.
Right.
And then she was like, we were eating somewhere like a week before, and then she's like, oh, you know, what are you doing for Valentine's? We're not serious enough
Yeah.
to do anything like
Might as
serious,
well do
obviously,
something.
or buy her anything or have dinner. Or shit.
Right.
And then I'm like, well, you know, my boy, Robert,
Right.
and Robert was single back then.
I
you
was.
know? We're like, well, we're gonna get together. We're gonna go. The plan was we were gonna go maybe La
We were gonna go
Solas
somewhere
or
on
somewhere,
that
like a
weekend.
club or something,
Yeah, to pick
you
up
know?
chicks or meet
pick up a
chicks.
chick or something. Yeah. So then I'm like, no, I'm gonna go with my friend. I'm
Dance
gonna hang
with
out.
them.
And she's like, well, me, you know, my best friend and I, or my friend and I,
Yeah.
we're gonna go bar hopping at what was it, a Brickle?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
Brickle.
area.
It was a Brickle.
It was there.
They were going bar hopping. You know, they do it like that bar hop shit that
Right.
you buy like the ticket.
You
and-
buy a ticket and you get a drink.
Oh, drink at every
at
bar.
every
Yeah.
bar. Yeah, that
Yeah,
bullshit. Yeah,
that thing.
Miami life.
Miami.
Stupid Miami life. Yeah. So whatever, and then I was like, whatever, we can hang out if you want. She's like, yeah, you know. She's bringing her friend. She's single.
Right.
And I'm talking to her, so I'm like, my boy, listen, as long as my boy can come.
That's a good friend. He never left me out.
I'm not gonna, you know.
He never left me out.
Yeah, whatever. So we ended up, you know, we met up.
It's like a double date.
It was
That's
like kind
all
of like
it
a
is.
double day, and no, but they were cool. The chicks
They were cool.
Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah, they were nice.
Or whatever, you know, they were younger than us. They were a couple of years younger.
Yeah.
Well, Robert's older than me, so
Well, let's see. I was 32.
around there.
was like
And
2
I was
years
like,
ago,
yeah, I was like
Yeah.
2, 3
Two,
years ago.
3 years
2, 3
ago.
years ago. And that girl was like a year older, a year younger than me, or 2 years younger than me.
nothing, though.
So like no, but we were like around the same age, more
The
or
girls
less.
are probably in their mid-20s.
Mid. Yep.
To early 20s.
Yeah, early to mid 20s, and I was like mid to late 20s.
Right.
And whatever, we started, we met up.
We went to the
started-
bars.
We did several bars.
We had dinner.
A few, and then we met up. It was just the 4 of us, and then she had a friend, like an Asian guy.
Cock blocker.
Oh, yeah.
Let's call him cock blocker.
I don't know if the guy was gay or was not gay. I don't know.
Well, it doesn't matter if he's gay, but he's a cock
He was a
blocker.
cock blocker. And then he ended up coming with a friend of his,
Yeah.
another Asian chick who was hot. And chick was
I
not
don't
bad.
remember her.
Yeah, a friend of his. She was.
I don't remember how.
But
Yeah, you're right. She was Asian.
yeah, they were
Now
both
it's
Asian.
coming to me.
So whatever, they met up, whatever.
Lachino.
They met up towards like the end of like the last bar.
The last
we were
bar.
at.
Yeah.
And then we were like,
They went to the restaurant with us, and we had like Asian
yeah,
food.
at the end of that was like towards the end of the last bar we were at. So you know we're still there. The night was still young. I was like 11.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, and then she was like, "Oh, where are we gonna go?" And I had told her we had discussed this before. I'm like, "Oh, I really want to go to Treehouse." You know, I never got to Treehouse in the.
It was close in the area.
Yeah, well, it was close. Not relatively. You know?
Yeah, but
And then she was like, "Yeah, well, you know." And then this fucking guy, all right, let's get his shots. And I'm like, "Fuck."
what the
And then she's
fuck
like,
is shots?
"Oh, we were there yesterday. Oh, come on, let's get a shot.
Oh, Miami shots.
Shots.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't
Okay,
know
yeah.
what
Whatever the
the
fuck is called.
that is. Shots. And I was like, "What the fuck, bro?" And I wanted to go to Treehouse, but so she was like stuck between, you know, the being,
You or her or him?
me or him.
Yeah.
And then she was like looking at me, and I was like pissed out. I want to go to Treehouse, you know, and I don't know what the fuck this shots. And then when they said it's in Wynwood, I was like, oh fuck that.
Fuck it.
And on Valentine's. So whatever. So we ended up going to shots.
We ended up going there.
I was already pissed.
For whatever
I was
reason.
being nice, and I'm getting to know the girl. We go to shots.
Yeah.
And then I asked her, whoa, what kind of music do they
Play.
What kind of music do they play in shots? I don't like rap. I don't like none of that shit. I don't listen to that.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and I don't like going to ghetto clubs. You know, I don't like that urban atmosphere. So whatever. He said, no, it's not bad. You know, the first room is they play hip hop. You know,
Right.
like rap. But the second room, you know, they play a little bit of everything.
Right.
But they play a lot of like, you know, like EDM and you know whatever vocal stuff. So it's pretty cool. The second room.
A little bit of Latin music.
Yeah. They mix it up.
Mix
it up. Okay. Oh, whatever. Let's go. You know, after now years that have passed, I've known people that have gone to that place, whatever.
Right.
And when I tell them the story, they're like, "Oh, bro, you know, I don't know. You went on the one night that it was different because you know they do play all type of music on the second room, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, we go and we walk in. It was on Valentine's. She told me it was a decent club, but once we start getting in, I mean, it's in Wynwood.
Yeah.
And, you know, obviously, Wynwood's ghetto as fuck.
Yep.
But this was deep into Wynwood.
Wynwood, goddamn.
When we walk into the first room, that's the one that's like, you know, heavy into hip-hop or whatever. And Robert was, you know.
Yeah, I was there.
Dude, we were the only white people in there.
That's the definition of ghetto, bro.
We were the only, like, light-skinned. And I don't have no problem. I got black. I don't have no problem with black people. But this shit was, like we didn't belong in there.
They stopped the music when you walked in.
No, pretty much.
Yeah.
A bunch of, like,
They're like,
6'5",
these motherfuckers are in the wrong place.
You know, black guys, you know, whatever. And I was like, what?
And looking at the
fuck?
5 foot guys.
Yeah, and I'm like, you know, 5 foot nothing.
5 foot and change.
Thank God the chick wasn't fine that I was
looking like fucking Rick Astley.
Pretty much. If the chick would have been fine, then I would have been, you know what? Listen, you can fuck her, bro. I ain't fighting. I ain't getting shot over no more. Yeah, fuck her. Fuck her. You want me to hold your pants while you fuck her?
I hold it down.
I'll hold it down, bro. We walk in, you know, we passed the first room, which was supposed to be the hip hop.
The main lounge,
right?
yeah.
And then we go to the back.
Then we go to the back. Mind you, this girl, I don't like women that I don't drink a lot.
Right.
And I don't like women. I don't get drunk really, so I don't like women that get drunk. I don't like
More than you.
more than me or whatever.
Yeah.
Or we're gonna get drunk together, okay? But don't act like a fucking alcoholic.
Yeah.
Oh, that's stupid. You know?
Like stupid.
She acted like she had never drank before. Like
Exactly.
she was like excited. Like
Yeah.
she was having orgasms when she would go get the liquor.
Yeah, she's a cool chick, you know.
Yeah.
She was into me, and I was kind of like
Yeah,
somewhat
you
into
were-
her, but you know. So we walked to the back room, you know. We walked to the back room, and obviously, we get a couple drinks. The Asian guy met us. The guy we went because of the Asian guy.
Yeah.
So I was already pissed because we were there.
And because
Once
this
we get to
fucker.
once we get to the back room, they're not playing any type of music other than hip hop.
Right.
You know, Power 96 type of shit. So you know, I'm already pissed off. And then,
A little bit of
I'm trying to
Y100.
make
Let's not leave Y100 out.
But
of
it was But
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
all hip hop.
Pretty
It
much.
was all hip hop.
80%.
There was no EDM.
Nothing.
There was no I don't know, like a mix of Rick Astley and some other shit.
Nothing.
Whatever. There was nothing. It was all hip hop. Maybe some R&B. That's
We're gonna give you
Nothing.
pretty much.
We're gonna let you down.
20 minutes
let them down.
into our thing, the Asian guy is like,
I gotta go.
wait, I gotta go. I'm not feeling too good. I gotta go. Blah, blah. And then I'm like, I didn't say anything, but I'm like, bro, we're here because of this motherfucker,
What is this?
bro. This motherfucker made us drive all the way over here, bro, to the fucking North Miami.
And no. And we were.
The hood, bro. To a place I didn't want to come to.
is the hood.
It's the hood,
And it's
bro.
hard as fuck to get parking there.
Bro,
It
oh
is.
my God.
Oh my God. It took us forever to park.
Forever to park.
Especially at midnight on Valentine's.
Yeah, man. And on Valentine's, bro.
And it was a fucking Saturday. This is when
Valentine's.
Valentine's was on a Saturday.
Yeah, on a Saturday.
You better call Uber.
No, back then there was no Uber.
There was no Uber then.
So
It
20,
had just started, but we didn't really give a we're using Uber.
20 minutes into it, this motherfucker leaves, bro. So I'm pissed off that I'm there. Now I'm really pissed off because this motherfucker left.
Should have told him something. Like,
No, I didn't tell him anything. I told her. I'm like, look at this motherfucker, right? China pinga. I'm like, bro, we came here because of him, and now we got this motherfucker leaves because he's feeling bad. Whatever. But then, whatever.
We're there.
Smooth
She
it up.
started getting drunk.
She got getting stupid.
Drink after drink.
Drink after drink.
Started
And
getting
then she was
stupid.
coming to me like, whatever, like with that stupid alcohol.
Yeah.
And then there was this annoying, when you go to hip hop clubs and stuff like that, they have a hype band always.
Yeah.
Literally, I remember they're playing the songs. Obviously, they play the songs for like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
It's one after the other, 30-second long songs. And every 15 seconds, you get the hype man.
Yeah, come on, everybody. Come on, we're going to shot. We're going to shot. Oh, the single lady.
Like that's how he was.
Everybody get up and shot.
Like that.
And they
Oh
play,
my God, bro.
what's that fucking horn that they play? The hip hop horn?
The blowhorn.
Oh my God. Oh, the single ladies, get your hands up. So I was fucking pissed.
You
off.
were like, what
Bro, I
the
was
fuck
pissed
am I
off as
in?
fuck. And
Shut the fuck up.
Get single
I had this
ladies.
chick, fucking pressing up on me and this and that, annoying as fuck with that alcohol breath and all that crap. And I'm trying to dance along with her. You know?
Yeah.
And I'm singing along because I know all these songs. They're from
Yeah.
high school.
Yeah,
They're-
yeah.
All the ghetto songs from high school. That's what they were. Playing.
That's what they are.
That's what they were playing. So I'm like, whatever. And she's
That's
like,
good music.
yeah, but it's still ghetto. I don't like that shit. But I don't
Right.
know it because I lived through it. And she's like, oh my God, you know that song? And I'm like,
yeah,
yeah, of course,
yeah,
yeah,
older,
yeah.
you
Of course
could.
I know that song. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then 30 seconds later,
Another one.
song will come in, DMX or whatever.
Oh,
So I'm like, they're like, oh my God, you know that song too? yeah, I know.
Lose my mind.
Open here. Open here. Coming out of shots. You put your hands up. Hey, come on, shot.
Like that, yeah. So, and, oh my God, you know that song? Yeah, I know that song. Oh my God, you know that song?
How many times did she fucking ask you
She told
that?
me like 10 times, don't lie. And I was I already was so pissed and heard all that drinking and all that shit. And then the last
You
one,
snapped.
I was like, listen, I know every fucking song that they're going to play here. Every fucking song that's going to come
Yo,
on.
she shut the fuck up. when
I
you
know.
said that.
Because I was so pissed, bro.
I was
Then
right
she
there
was
when he
like-
said that.
Bro, then she was like, okay.
He just wanted to go balls deep, bro. and
I know. No, we hadn't fucked yet. We hadn't fucked yet.
Yeah.
You wanted to go
But
balls
it was
deep.
because pretty much I guess more because of me. I was taking it slower. I wasn't into it too much. So we end up leaving. Whatever, we go our separate ways. That night we usually take her back to her place.
Right.
She lived in an apartment by space.
Yeah.
Those big ass apartments that light up, whatever.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I would take her there, and then we would make out in the apartment. Normal.
No more shit.
So yeah. This time I dropped her off right in front of that fucking thing.
And said,
then she's
"Get the
"What
fuck
Like,
out."
she-
You're not
she
gonna-
looks
you're
like,
not gonna s-
She
she was in
gives you
shock.
that look.
Yeah.
Oh, so we're not gonna make out. We're not gonna do nothing. I didn't say nothing.
Like, get out.
Get the fuck out. Like in your
I didn't
mind.
say nothing. Boom. I
Fuck
leave.
out.
The next day, she texts me early.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry for what happened yesterday. Don't worry, whatever. No, I know. You don't want to. Why didn't you want to kiss? I don't know." And I was just listen. If what we're gonna do is make out, I was already pissed. And shit like that, I don't want to talk to you anymore. I ain't got time for this shit. She's like, "What are you doing?" She came over. Whatever. She came over to my crib.
Yeah.
Obviously, we started watching a movie. Started making out. I took it. Started getting naked. Blah. Started
wanted to give you the coochie at that
She
point.
wanted to give it to you.
Put her on the spot.
I started. I put on the condom. Obviously, we started. No lie, dude. I swear to God, like 25 seconds into that shit, I lost my heart on it.
So you went limp like George did.
Hey, like if they would have turned, like,
Yo.
if they turned off.
Yeah, that happened to me one time.
Like if they would have turned off a light.
There's no such thing as going limp in our family.
bro. Poof,
Yes, there is.
like that. I pulled the.
Bro,
Bro,
leave it.
dude, it's incredible how you feel it. I mean, you can't see it, obviously it's in there.
Yeah.
But you feel it, so poof, like it just took it out. And I felt that shit, and I was like, I pulled out quick. Yeah. Oh, I came. Oh, I'm sorry.
You
I came.
faked it. You
Of course. What am I doing?
Maybe you had a premature ejaculation.
No, I wasn't attracted to her, bro.
Just wasn't attracted
I
to
wasn't
that.
attracted to her, man.
Wow.
Same shit happened to me, man.
You
Oh my
faked
God,
me.
bro. Like 25 seconds into it, bro.
25. It
25
can't-
no lie.
That's a record.
That's a fucking record.
It just went down. Woof. Like out. I came, man. She got dressed.
Maybe,
Never saw a chick again.
maybe it was
count.
maybe it was a guilt trip that you had.
Did you have her
Psychological.
doggy and you smell that ass? Because I know that shit turns me the fuck off. When you have her doggy
No,
and you
bro.
smell that whiff of that ass and you're like, God damn.
Damn, why are you smelling ass, dude?
Missionary, bro.
Look,
Listen, I eat ass. I like to eat ass like a good.
My excuse is I apologize for that comment right there.
Hey.
No.
So what exactly turned you off exactly?
I
It just
wasn't-
he was an intern.
I wasn't a you know.
I think it was
like,
psychological. You were angry at her.
I was angry at her, and I wasn't like all that attracted to her. But once she took her clothes off,
Damn,
she just. I was like, damn.
you were just like, fuck.
I was just like, I don't know. It just turned me off, bro. And that was the first time that shit ever happened to me. That I would just, because I get hard for. I look at the wall for like 10 seconds and I get hard, And dude, it just turned off, and I was like, wow.
Wow, you thought it was broken.
No, I knew
kidding.
I knew this wasn't that I wasn't attracted to her.
That's why these married couples and shit like that and people that have been together for so long, they have to spice shit up.
You have to, bro.
Yeah, you
get
yeah.
things flowing. Like you have to find what works for you. Like maybe the schoolgirl uniform turns you the fuck on, and then that's what works for you. You gotta find what works for you in that situation.
It's hard, bro.
Yeah,
Who knows? It could be anything.
it
bro.
could be anything. You just used an example.
Listen,
That fucking Japanese
people are
schoolgirl.
crazy out there, bro. When I used to Uber fucking 2 years ago, let me tell you a fucking story real quick. When I used to Uber 2 years ago, I was by Doral.
Okay.
I was driving by Doral. This was like my first time fucking doing Uber and shit like that.
Right.
So I was by Doral by 8:26, and I picked up this fucking couple. I pick up this couple, bing. They're all dressed all nice and shit like that. So I picked them up. Hi, how you doing? My name is blah, blah, blah. I'm here to pick you up. I'm your Uber driver. This is the address that I need to go to, right? All right.
Good.
Boom.
Boom. I start driving. I'm looking in the mirror over here every now and then. Ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding, ding. So now this guy, he makes eye contact with me in the back seat. It's a couple there, right? So he makes eye contact with me. And I'm looking every now and then, because I'm driving at nighttime. This is like fucking 1 in the morning. I don't know who the fuck's in the back
you
of
don't
my
want
car.
to.
I gotta look every now and then
Of
to
course.
see what's up, what's going on. So, in reality, I'm looking at his fucking wife.
Of
His
course.
wife is fucking smoking hot. God damn.
He was like an older
Goddamn.
guy. She was too good looking for him. some shit like that?
No. She was. They were about equal
okay,
age. Equal age. But she was smoking hot. She was dressed all nice and shit. With the makeup and everything. Because the makeup makes a huge difference in a
course,
woman.
bro.
Like once she takes her makeup off, you're like, what the fuck is going on over here?
You see her at the club.
Like,
she
God
looks
damn,
like
that's
a
an
10, and then
illusion. You're a fucking magician
In
over
the
here.
morning, she's a 2, bro.
So she's all dressed up all nicely with makeup and everything, and she's looking all good and everything. So I'm looking there, but now as I'm driving, this gentleman goes, "Hey, blah blah blah, your name," because they know my name through the application. Blah blah blah. Do you like my wife?
Oh.
I'm like. That caught me off guard, bro. I did this right there as I'm driving because I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm thinking in my head, damn, I've been looking at his wife though. Maybe
He caught you.
Maybe he caught me. Maybe he caught
Man,
me.
you stared too
I'm
long.
thinking the worst at this point.
Of course.
And I'm like, oh, but I stay professional. I'm like, no, sir. Listen, I guarantee you, I assure you, sir, I'm not looking at your wife. I'm just looking at the road over here. I'm trying to get you to point B, from point A to point B. I'm not looking at your wife. You sure my wife is not hot? Sir, again, I am just looking at the road. I'm trying to get you from point A to point B. I assure you, I am not looking at your wife. I don't mean to disrespect you in any way, shape, or form. And I continue to drive. And I'm thinking, I'm mind fucked at this point.
Yeah, no.
I'm like, damn, this motherfucker caught me for
He
real.
caught
Like,
you.
what the fuck is going on? Like I know I'm guilty, bro.
stab me
But
in the
damn,
back.
like, did you catch me that bad?
Yeah.
So, and his wife is just like
Laughing.
giggly in there in the corner and shit like that.
Yeah.
And now, like fucking 10 minutes after, he asked me again, blah blah blah, your name. Are you sure that you don't think my wife is hot? And I'm thinking again in my head, I'm thinking, damn, this man, he wants to fight me or something.
Yeah.
You're ready to throw down.
I have been looking at
You're
his
ready
wife.
to stop the car and
This
throw
man,
down.
he wants to fight me or something.
That's right.
But again, I diffuse the situation and I stay professional and I go, sir, listen, again, I assure you, I am not looking at your wife. I'm just I'm looking at the road right now. I'm just looking in the mirror to make sure that we are both safe and trying to get you from point A to point B. And then he goes, calm down. And he says my name, blah, blah, blah. We're actually swingers over here.
Yeah.
Dang.
I know you picked them up out of that club. We don't have to say the name, but yeah.
Miami Velvet, Red Velvet or some
Green
shit like
Velvet.
that. Red Velvet.
Some shit like that.
Some shit velvet.
Green Velvet.
Some velvet thing.
I think it's Red
Club Velvet.
Red Velvet.
Club Velvet. Club Velvet.
Right out of 826.
Club Velvet on 36.
Right out of 20. I didn't know
Yeah,
at that.
the
I didn't know
swingers
that at
club.
that
Yeah, it
point.
is.
Yeah.
I didn't know that at
well
that point.
Mhm. Yeah, that's what it was.
But it made sense after I figured it out. But then he goes, blah blah blah. Hey, we're swingers over here. Don't calm down. Relax.
Yeah, relax.
If you want, as soon as you drop us off at our location, you
can come in.
clock out, and then basically come with us. That's what the fuck he told me.
Yeah.
Damn.
And I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, whoa. And I'm thinking in my head, this motherfucker wants to rob me or something. I mean, I'm thinking the worst at that point. That shit, it don't come out, it don't come that easy
That
and shit
easy.
like that. And I'm looking at his wife, and his wife is fucking smoking. God damn, she's fucking smoking. Blonde and everything. Just
He
like
probably
I like
gets off of watching men
Yeah,
fucking his
yeah,
wife.
yeah, yeah.
It's very possible.
No, yeah,
Guys
that's
that
probably what
said,
it
guys
is.
that get
Yeah,
it,
it's
got
not
off
a guy-
on
It's
that.
very possible.
Yeah.
A lot of the fucking men, they do that. A lot of
He probably sits in the back beating off while you're fucking his wife.
So
Or
what?
while a
So
guy's
what
fucking
happened?
his
How
wife.
did it end?
So, I go, listen, I appreciate, the offer and everything like that. Because he didn't really say it directly. He
But yeah, he didn't go into details of what would happen.
You know what I mean? Clock on and then fuck my wife, son.
You said if
he
you want to come
he said,
in,
if
or-
you want, you can come in for a drink
Yeah,
or two.
yeah.
But basically, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm adding these fucking numbers up, and I'm coming to a conclusion that he wants me to fuck his wife, or
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
or he wants me to, or maybe he wants to stick a dildo up my ass. I don't fucking know what he
Right.
wants
Yeah,
to
yeah.
do, but
Exactly.
he wants to fucking share intercourse with him or his wife, one or the other.
One of those.
You know what I mean? At that point, that's when I'm coming to that conclusion. So I go, listen, I appreciate, the offer and all that stuff like that, but I have to continue working right now. You know what I mean?
I gotta pay bills.
Yeah. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? I appreciate it and everything like that. But I have to continue driving because at that point, listen, honestly, the only reason I turned that down because it was fucking out of
Late.
nowhere. Out of nowhere, it was creepy, and I don't know what his intentions were. Maybe
And-
he wants to come out there and chop me the fuck up. I
And
don't
it's the
know.
middle of the night. And people do crazy shit at night.
Yeah, definitely, especially at the night.
Yeah.
So I turned that shit down and I fucking dropped them off and I continue to move on.
And you were like, damn, I should have not dropped it down.
Now. If like, let's say now you're doing that whatever, and the guy tells you it's the same situation.
And knowing that it wouldn't be.
No, yeah, like straight up, they're swingers, and he just tells you, listen, I get off on watching guys
And I knew
fuck
it was
my
legit.
wife, legit shit.
I won't touch
You know,
you.
I would
You can
fuck
go.
his
You
wife.
fuck her,
I
yeah.
would fuck her in front of him. Yes, I would.
Yeah. No,
Yes, I
no.
would.
No problem. He's jerking off and
problem.
no.
problem. It's just that the nerves kick in once
I
you
would
start.
too.
Once
I
you
would.
start thinking
Would
about
you?
other
Oh,
things.
yeah, I would.
Once you start thinking about the worst.
Oh yeah, I fuck her in front of. I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna be able to go through with it, but I go.
You'll make an attempt.
I'll try it. Why not?
I don't give a fuck who's watching.
give a fuck. Who gives a shit?
At that point, like if I know it's legit, I wouldn't give a fuck who's watching. I honestly wouldn't care if he's right next to me. I honestly
Giving you
wouldn't-
tips?
I was attracted
Yo,
to
she
his
likes
wife.
this.
I was attracted to his wife.
Hand on your shoulder like that and watches you do it.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck as long as he don't touch my dick. As long as he
Or
don't
your
touch my
ass.
dick.
Or your
As long as he don't
ass.
touch my dick and my ass, I'm good.
Fine.
right there, like, good job.
As
Good
long
job.
as cheer me on, buddy. Cheer me on, buddy.
Yeah,
Go a little bit
yeah.
to the right. That's how she likes it.
All right, I'll go to the right, no problem. Because I was that attracted to his wife. His wife was fucking
Yeah,
smoking
yeah,
hot. She
yeah.
was blonde, just how I fucking liked her
Oh,
and everything. So
blonde.
I was fucking into her. I wouldn't give a fuck who's watching. If I'm into somebody, I don't give a fuck if he's right next to me. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? But at that point, I'm thinking the worst, man. It's a fucking 1 a.m. I'm thinking this motherfucker wants to rob
Wants
me.
to rob
You
you.
don't know. You don't know what's going on.
You know what I mean? The nerves start kicking in. I don't start thinking like that. But if I knew it was legit, I definitely would have.
But that if you wouldn't know, yeah, because that club is legit. And that shit.
What happened to you? That happened to me.
What happened to me?
You choked?
You live and you faked it?
Oh.
Oh,
Shit
yeah.
happened to me, bro.
That's happened to me twice, though.
No, I
But in
haven't-
different
It's
situations,
only ever
not
happened
the
to me
same.
once.
Yeah.
And it was like with the one that I met last year. Was it last year?
Oh.
Yeah, no, it was last year.
Oh, man.
No, it was
From the workplace.
another one. She was
okay.
she was a little older than me.
From the workplace, right?
No,
No.
something else. She was a little older than me, so whatever. She called me up. And I'm like, I go, man, all right, whatever. I go, and I'm there, and bro, all of a sudden, I'm there. Just have a condom on. Blah. We make out a little bit. Boom, we start off. Dude, I'm going at, and it just goes limp. I'm like, what the fuck?
Dang.
But to be honest, when I got there, I had completely forgot how the girl looked like.
Oh.
So when I get there, she
shit.
opens up the door, and I'm like, oh fuck.
So George was picturing a
But what, you guys
completely-
like you didn't know, you hadn't talked to each
I
other
haven't
in like
talked to her
20
in-
years?
in-
months.
A while.
It's probably months.
He gets a text message.
Yeah, I
just
get a random
random,
text
out of the
message.
blue. Hey, papi.
How did you know her?
Ven
Like,
acá.
were you guys close?
No, not one bit. I went to her house one time. And that's it.
Oh, okay. So you
Yeah,
remember what she
he's
looked
only
like.
hung out with her once
Went to do
before.
a job.
I went
A
to
while
her house
ago.
from one time, and I just don't remember what she looked like.
Yeah. So what was the text like though? Hold on.
She texted me saying, "Hey, is this George?" I'm like, "Yeah, what's up?"
No names, motherfucker.
That's his name. He can say his name. Yeah. That's
So,
fine.
I don't even fucking remember.
Yeah, he doesn't know her name.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Cocaine is a hell. No, not cocaine. Weed.
No, I know, right?
Weed.
Rick
So I'm
James.
like, "Yeah, what's up?" And then she's like, "Oh, hi,
Dave Chappelle.
this is such and such." Fuck if I know.
Whatever.
I'm like, "Okay, so what's up?" And she's like, "Oh, I just want to say hi."
Okay.
And I'm working, so I'm not really paying attention.
Want
to
to say
text
hi? He's probably thinking, what
I'm like,
the?
what the fuck is this? Or whatever. I just keep on doing my job. I'm working, whatever. And then I get a message from her. Oh, are you gay? I'm like, what the fuck?
What?
Why the fuck? That's some insecurity shit right there. When a woman tells you you're gay because you don't respond to me,
I'm like, no, I ain't
I'd be like, what the? I'm like, fuck you
So I'm
for
like,
fucking
what do you
saying
want?
that.
I say, no, I just thought you were cute. I want to say hi.
So what? That's some
So I'm like,
insecure.
really?
That's
So
an
you gotta
insecure
fucking
woman.
Ask me this shit. So I'm like, whatever, fuck off.
I would have told her, fuck you.
So then she keeps on, like the next day she keeps on texting,
Fucking
keeps on
saying
texting
that.
me. And that's I'm like, fuck this shit.
Junior.
I don't know what this.
Yeah,
I don't know what this
little
girl wants. So I'm
twisted.
I don't know. I don't remember this girl at all. So I go to her. Look, I don't know what the fuck it is you want or none of that. But if you, this is how I said. I go, if you want to get together and do the deed, by all means.
Yo, like that.
Like, just like that, bro.
Like a fucking G,
She's
bro.
like, oh my god, yeah, it sounds great. So I'm like, all right, whatever, that's fine. So I show up to the house. Dude, I show up to the house and this girl opens the door. I'm like, oh fuck.
Like, damn, it's her.
Damn.
Yeah.
It was this
Like,
one.
I thought it was somebody else. Fuck.
I'm like, oh damn, it's her. I'm like, oh fuck.
Damn.
So I thought to myself, damn, should I leave?
She didn't send you a picture before?
Come on, man. You
Bro,
know,
she
you know
sent
what
me a picture.
Uh-huh.
I was like, you know what? Back in
No,
the day,
hey,
yeah.
no.
Women,
Yeah.
some
These
women send
chicks-
you old
They
pictures.
send you
old fucking
These
pictures.
perfect fucking taken pictures, and they add these fucking filters.
Yeah.
And when you
And
see
they
them in
Photoshop
person,
this shit. They
Yeah,
Photoshop that. They're
filters
fucking
and all-
Photoshop experts.
And when you see them in person, it's a completely different chick.
Yo, that
just
happened to me.
happened
That happened to me a couple times.
So I get
Holy
there and she
shit.
opens up the door and I'm like, oh,
Like, oh shit!
You know what?
Shit.
When that happens to me, I'm thinking, what the fuck happened to the one in the picture? Where is she? Is she in your She behind you?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
No,
it's a little harsh, but it's the truth.
yeah, no. So I get
It's
there.
worth asking
They fuck
sometimes.
they
So I
fuck with
get
your
there,
mind.
and then she opens up the door and I'm like, oh fuck.
But I'm here.
And I'm telling you,
I'm
I
here.
seriously thought about just fucking leaving.
No,
But then,
no,
you know, at the same time, I was like, you know what?
I gotta go through with it.
You
bro.
gotta
Fuck it,
go
I'm
through
here.
with it.
Yeah.
You're there.
Yeah.
Let's get to it.
Let's do it.
I ain't got nowhere else to go.
When you're caught to attention, you better when you're caught for service, you better stand at attention.
Exactly.
Bro, I stood at attention, but bro, not for long.
You couldn't finish the service.
No, bro, I'm telling you, I was there probably the same amount of time as you, bro. Like probably 20, 30 seconds.
Yeah, bro.
I was like, that
was
shit
not
went
bad,
like,
yeah, it was
fuck.
Psychological.
So
It's on the brain.
I don't know. I don't really know how long it was. So I'm like,
Yeah.
so I acted like I was all fucking tired and shit. I'm like, oh my god. So I lie down. So then she, I guess she wanted to keep on going, obviously.
No, I'm done.
She was
No,
worked
so
up.
she started sucking me
She
off.
saw that fucking bear.
Well, it doesn't matter how the woman looks. She starts sucking
Yeah,
me off.
yeah,
She wanted to get hard
yeah.
again.
Of course.
So boom, hard again. I'm like, oh great,
Let's go.
Get another condom on, bro.
Going again, I start feeling it. This time I start feeling it go limp. I'm like, oh, fuck. So I said, fuck this shit. And I faked the fuck out of that shit, dog. I faked the fuck out of it.
He just wanted to get the fuck out of that house.
Yo, so I'm there. So if you know whatever, I faked the fuck out of it, and then we're there. We're there lying in bed, and I'm like, fucking shit. And then and she's there. She's like, oh my god. For whatever reason, she wanted to.
She wanted to cuddle.
Apparently.
Yeah,
Damn.
oh, that's normal.
So she's
She was-
there.
he was in
and
love with you.
I'm thinking she wanted to go for like round 2 or whatever. And I'm
No,
like,
that was round 3. That would have been round
That
3.
was round
Technically,
3 for
right?
you.
Technically.
technically.
Yeah, for you haven't even got it undressed.
He didn't even finish like round
I
one.
didn't even finish. I was still round 1.
He's still around one.
The ring.
For her, it's round 3.
So I'm there like, fuck, what fucking time is it? Dude, it was like 9 o'clock.
Oh,
It was like 9 o'clock at night or some shit, or
o'clock.
maybe 10.
No.
And I'm like, you know what? I look at my watch and I go, oh shit, my bad. I gotta go to the airport to pick up my brother. I got the fuck out of that fucking house, bro. I got the fuck out of there, bro.
Damn.
Oh my god,
No.
she was so fucking pissed. I don't give a fuck either, dude.
Whatever. The funny thing is that she's probably telling this story right now, and she's like, you know, this guy came over one time, and he was so big and this that. But he would come so weird, like shaking and shit. And he wouldn't last nothing. Like, fuck.
Like he's having a fucking heart
So
attack.
that's why I'm with like a short guy like Ray now. Because
That's right, bro. Yo, I'm telling you, you went to that woman. That woman's probably my height, dude.
She's
Yes, dude.
fucking monster.
the way he described her. She's fucking tall.
She was like, damn.
She needed a big ass man.
Yeah, but some of those tall chicks like short guys, bro.
You never know.
They like to,
Hey, but you know
to cuddle you
what
and,
size
like,
are you in the bed?
and cradle
Same
you.
size. This doesn't matter.
It don't matter.
They let you know some
But
of
the
those big.
tallest I've dated is 5'10", but that's too much.
Really?
5'10" is too much.
That
5'8"
is
is the limit.
that 5'10" taller than me.
5'8" is fine.
I think
That's
she
just taller than me.
that girl. She would probably carry you
I'm 5'9".
and cuddle you like a baby.
No. Oh, well, if she's big.
She'll burp you.
no,
She'll burp you and everything, bro.
it's all good, bro. She got it tight, bro. She got it tight. I'll go in, bro. I'll go in. I'll be like the Chilean miners, bro. I'll stay in there for a few
You'll stay in there for a few
days.
days.
Stay in there for a few days. Somebody come and rescue me.
Height makes a huge difference, bro. When you're trying to date somebody, bro.
So does dick size, bro. When you're trying to fuck.
Bro, it makes a fucking huge fucking difference. Dude. Like I've been in situations. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Utah motherfuckers don't know about that shit.
Yeah, they don't know. They don't know the
height
struggle.
makes a big difference, motherfuckers.
We gotta work.
yeah.
We gotta work twice as hard,
Oh,
bro.
you could be ugly as a
work twice as
motherfucker.
hard.
You could be ugly as a motherfucker, but if
But
you're
if you-
6'3",
yeah.
motherfucker, oh
bro.
yeah.
You got an advantage, man.
Oh, you got a huge advantage.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you that much.
Six
I'm
feet.
just saying. It's just an example.
Oh,
I'm
just
not
an
saying. I'm
example.
just saying. That's an example.
I'm like 5'10".
5'10" is acceptable.
Yeah, but that's fine, though.
Yeah, it's
The average
acceptable
height in this
society.
country is 5'8" per
Yeah,
man.
that's acceptable in society.
Nah, but I'm 4'2", bro. I'm just an inch taller than Peter Dinklage, bro.
Hey, Peter Dinklage is getting some ass though on HBO.
He got money, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't got shit.
That is true. That is true.
a
Money,
couple
money
nice
talk.
watches, bro. I got a
Money
couple
talks
nice
in this
watches.
world.
A couple of what?
Money
A
talks.
couple nice watches.
That's
and
it.
I'm almost finished paying off my
your
college
car.
debt and my car. So that's all I got going for me.
Like especially here in the U.S., bro, height is a fucking huge fucking difference.
Not everywhere.
Oh, but no, not everywhere.
But,
Because
you
over
know.
there in those Spanish fucking countries, bro, the average height you would be
because
surprised
of
what the
course,
average height is over there.
No,
in the
that's
Spanish
true, yeah,
countries.
yeah.
You know, Cubans, the fucking South Americans, and
Yeah.
shit like that. Like our height. would be
Central
fucking
America,
normal
South
over there.
America, they're not.
Oh yeah.
But here,
Oh
yeah.
yeah. What over
But it's
here-
all the fucking steroids and the food and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's,
That plays a big role.
Yeah.
it's the food that they get early on, bro. All the
Yeah.
nutrition that they get,
Exactly.
because that's very important during adolescence.
But the food here, obviously, yeah, for children is very
The
nutritious.
hormones.
But there's a lot of hormone in the food here. So
That
people,
is
you
true.
know,
That is as well. It's a lot of factors. There's a lot of factors combined.
Yeah.
Because over there in our countries, a lot of kids are not nutritioned enough. They're fucking.
Of course.
Right.
They're
You
not.
know, that's why they end up being short as fuck.
Yeah, that happens too.
And you know that happens from genetics, and that
happens-
passes on to the next generation, and blah blah blah. Because there's a lot of malnutrition over there,
Exactly.
in our countries. But over here, you know, you get all the fucking vitamins in the world. Just look at fucking, you know, my man over here. His fucking son is getting fed like a motherfucker, getting all the vitamins and everything. That's gonna be a
But,
big.
but it's
boy.
natural. It's not natural.
But that's what I'm saying. That's good though.
It's all blended into
Yeah.
a blender.
But that's good.
But it's
That's
good.
good. That-
Good
Un
product.
potaje.
Man. You're getting good product.
He's gonna
Volta.
thank you later on in life because you know that's all those vitamins and especially at that age, that's the crucial point right there.
Exactly.
At that age. That's when you suck in all those vitamins and when you suck in all that information in the world. That's a good age to get all those fucking vitamins.
Mm-hmm.
So
Listen, I didn't get no vitamins, but I was eating ass at 5 years old, bro. And I was getting some good experience, though. Yeah.
all right, bro,
I got no vitamins, but I got some good
fair
experience.
enough, bro. Fair enough.
Ray shows up at a club with this gorgeous woman right there on his arm. They're like, damn, look at this motherfucker. This motherfucker got money. This motherfucker got money.
Yeah, that's
This
like I tell
motherfucker said-
everybody.
This motherfucker shows up right there, pulls out his car keys. Honda Accord, motherfucker.
Honda Accord, bitch. I make a point to throw my keys on the fucking
It's because
on top of the counter, the bar,
The
whatever,
valet.
whatever it is. And they got a Honda, bro.
Damn.
You walk in, you know, with a chick that's like 4 inches taller than you, bro. Hot, hot. Because I pull them off sometimes, man. I get lucky sometimes. Shit happens, you know. And I walk
Get that
in,
under the
man.
draw, huh?
Yeah, and I tell her, I always tell chicks that are taller than me, wear heels. I ain't got no.
Nothing against
I ain't
being
got
tall.
no shame or none of that shit. No. Wear heels. Wear stilettos, bitch. Look like 6 inches taller than me. Tower over me.
Right.
Walk in. I'm holding hands. I'm like
that.
leading. I'm like jumping to grab her hand.
Walking her fucking kid.
Exactly. And that's what it looks like. She's walking her kid. Walk in. And then we sit down and I go like that.
Oh shit.
Bah, throw the keys right there. Honda Accord, bro. There you go. They're like,
Flop
oh,
it. You flop
this
the
guy, yeah,
napkin.
exactly. So this guy, he ain't got money because he's driving around an Accord. He's short as hell. He ain't wearing I don't know, like he ain't got no Rolex or no Panerai or none of that. So he ain't got no money. Normal guy.
Nah.
So he gotta be doing something right.
No, but you know what? You
He eating that ass.
He needed that.
you know, he's clean cut. You know what I mean? He has perfume on and shit like that. Like you know the little things, man.
Yeah, the
You know,
little
you gotta
things,
make
but-
up for the some
You're
things
doing
in
something
life.
right. You're doing something right. Yeah.
Doing something right. You're smelling good, man.
Ain't
You
because
look
of the
good,
money,
man.
you know.
There you go.
Sometimes they're like, oh, he must have a big dick. Then they find out that I don't. But they're already committed, so they gotta go.
There you go.
At least I get one fight out of that one.
You got him worked up.
I get one fight out of that one.
You get the chance, bro.
Get the
The
chance,
opportunity, bro. That's all you know. That's all you get, bro. At least you get that.
Exactly.
There you go.
Holy fuck.
Next time we gotta tell a story of. I don't know if we can tell it. We can tell it with.
Without names?
No, yeah, no.
Of course.
You know.
What story?
Remember when we went to the pub that day? And
Oh, we can tell. I already told her.
She knows that.
She knows.
okay.
She was there.
No,
She told me
wasn't
she
there.
was no. She wasn't
wasn't
with
there.
me. She was
Oh,
there.
She was there. Well, I believe it.
What story? What are we talking
No, you
about?
weren't there.
He's intrigued, so tell him. Tell him.
You weren't there. Remember?
Tell the story. Tell
It
the
was.
we went to.
We went to the pub with us with
It was
with
for a Swan's. A Swan
Yeah.
was leaving.
Oh, Swan was
leaving.
yeah. He came.
Oh,
he was visiting.
I was there
Him
when
and
he was
Chuck.
there.
Yeah.
He was visiting. He was visiting. Me and my wife were not together at that time. He was visiting, and he was dating his wife now, which was girlfriend at that time.
Yeah.
We went to meet her.
We went to meet her. Yeah.
Yeah.
We went to
So
meet her.
then
Yeah, I
we were at-
remember.
we were at the bar.
Meet her.
We were getting
Yeah, we
drinks,
showed up.
and then we saw two chicks.
No.
No.
That's not how it
That's
happened.
not.
Well, go ahead. We saw
Yeah,
her.
we saw them, but we still went to like sit down or something like that, right?
No.
No.
Okay, they won't tell the story though, because I was probably fucked up.
He was already
I
fucked
thought-
up with the drink.
We went to meet him there, obviously,
Yeah.
and then George. I think George was there.
Yeah, he was there.
Robert was there. Josue was there. Hector wasn't there.
Yeah,
brother was
Josue
there.
Josue was there.
Right.
So George, Josue, and I think and Jack. Oh, yeah, obviously.
Yeah, his wife.
Swan's wife.
Yeah.
So George, Aswan's wife, Josue, and Robert go sit at the booth.
Okay.
Remember? And I think I had gone to, I don't know where I was.
Me and you stayed because we were getting a drink.
We were getting you, Aswan, and I were getting the drinks.
At the bar?
At the
At the
bar.
bar.
Okay.
At the bar. You guys had gone to the table.
Right.
So, but I was far back. I don't know where the hell I was.
Mm-hmm.
But all of a sudden, I see that like Aswan was kind of like reaching over for the drinks. Remember?
Yes.
And Aswan, that's how the whole thing started. Aswan was reaching over two girls that were sitting at the bar.
Right.
And the bartender puts the beers there. So he's got to reach over the girls that are sitting down. And when he takes one drink, gives it to Junior, I think it was.
Yeah.
And then when he goes to get the other one, it spills
A little bit.
a little bit over one of the girls.
I remember that now.
And I saw that from like far away.
I
I,
remember
don't know how, but then I went in there because Aswan was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, whatever." So we went, whatever.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how it happened, but back then I was younger.
Right.
Back then, so I had,
It was a long time ago.
That was a while ago, man.
This is like 2009.
I
or
know
10.
I was young. I know I was young.
Yeah, 2010.
So I didn't have not that I'm a player now, but at least I have more experience.
Yeah,
now,
more
but
experience.
Back then I was just
You didn't know better.
Eating shit.
we were eating shit.
Yeah.
So I go up there, hey, what's going on, whatever. Well, whatever. Aswan leaves, goes to sit down because obviously he's with his chick and all that
Right.
stuff.
I mean,
Junior
me
and
and
I-
you stayed.
Junior and I stayed.
We had a conversation.
There were two.
They were cougars.
They were
called them cougars.
No, I called them cougars.
Yeah, but they admitted
And
to
she-
being cougars.
No, but she got the one that I was talking to, because the whole thing I stayed because Junior was talking to. There was two ladies. One was clearly a bit older than the other one.
Yeah.
Like a few years older than the other.
Dark haired, one of them, or
No, they
kind
were
of
like
light haired.
brunettish. They were like brunettish,
Okay, there.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, but one was a little bit older, good looking. They were both good looking chicks.
Mm-hmm.
But the one that was a little bit older wasn't as good looking as the other one. But Junior sat next to that one, the
older one.
The older one. Junior sat next to the because we started talking. So Junior sat next to her because there was an empty stool.
Yep.
Right.
And I was standing, in front of the other one. So we started talking or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And the night, bro, we spent like the whole night. Bro.
No, we spent most of the night there.
Most of then no, but we left.
And then we left because we had our group sitting down.
No, we started talking, and I was like, I had no experience back then, so I'm like, well, maybe Junior's talking to his chick or whatever, so maybe let me just be like the wingman, and the other chick was cool, but the other chick was fine. Obviously, there was no way I was gonna get that. We were talking, and I do remember, obviously, I got drunk because we did have several drinks.
We had
Yeah.
a couple drinks.
Yeah, we had a couple drinks, and back then I couldn't handle my liquor, whatever, and I was already getting pretty drunk. And I remember she did ask me, the one that I was talking to. Junior was talking to the other one, I was talking to this one. And she asked me, well, how old do you think I am? I don't remember that.
Yeah.
And I
Wow.
think I told her,
Oh shit!
I think, how the fuck, now? And I think I told her, I don't know, like 39 or 42. Like that. And she was like, what?
She got offended.
She got but whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I don't
whatever.
know.
You're still fine. Whatever. So we kept talking, but then I'll never forget that shit. Gabby. Remember Gabby?
Oh, the friend.
Oh, my God. I'll never forget that shit.
Oh
Bro.
my god!
We were talking.
Valentino.
We were having a good time with the chicks. It was just the four of us.
Yes.
And then, so this guy,
The fucking
like around their age, like a big guy, whatever, just happened to walk in, and she was like, Gabby, remember? Hey, Gabby, whatever. The guy came over, kissed him. Oh, this is Gabby, our friend, blah, blah. And when that happened, we're like, let's get the fuck out of here.
Get out.
I don't know what ended up happening.
No, nothing happened.
He got out and
We
left.
got up,
We're like, all right, cool.
Let's
Gabby.
go.
Get the fuck out of here.
So we
time,
went back
Gabby.
to the booth, but we spent
We were a good time.
a
there.
good time there. And I
Yeah.
remember these people were over there, but hey, So the chick, I was sitting
I
in the
remember
corner.
we ran into him again outside.
We saw him again.
We were sitting with a Swan and everybody else.
And they were watching the bathroom.
she would walk to the bathroom.
Oh,
Oh,
yes. They'd open like he was like tell us.
I was sitting in the corner. And she would pass by me, the one that I was talking to.
Yeah.
And I would be like, hey, what's up with fucking Gabby? What's up with that fucking tight shirt motherfucker? I think whatever.
Yeah.
And she would be like, she would like smile.
Yeah, she was smart. Yeah, I
She would
remember
pass,
that.
But she would look at me.
I remember that.
And then when we were outside, remember? We were outside, after like a while.
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
were outside too.
Yeah.
And I started talking to her. I was talking, but I was so fucking drunk.
You were drunk.
And I was talking like moving, like a Cuban, moving my hands, and I was like grabbing her tits. I
Yeah.
didn't even know. You remember that?
Right. Right.
Well, I could have fucked that chick.
You
bro.
could have.
Now I could have.
Now you know.
Well, knowing what I know, I would have fucked her.
Yeah.
Now you would be like, look, Gabby, you know what? You have a good day.
Now,
Like,
now you be like,
yeah.
yo, Gabby, get the fuck
I
out.
mean, no, bro. Gabby would have been whatever, man. Gabby would have sucked my dick now. Fuck Gabby, man. But yeah, that chick was.
He would have been taking notes from you.
That chick that I was talking to was hot. I remember like, bro.
I remember that conversation.
That was funny.
But that's why you know.
I remember, man. Every time they would go to the bathroom,
Hey,
Gabby!
Gabby!
Fucking Gabby!
Hey, Gabby! Fucking Gabby. That was a fun time.
It was.
Yo, you know they open now. It's finally open. Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks, they finally opened
It's
it
opened
up.
up right
Where?
there.
Here, close
Where?
by.
You gotta go get some
Close
drinks.
by now.
Pembroke Pines.
Yeah,
Good. Now we don't have to drive all the way the fuck
There,
down in
about
Davie.
75?
yeah, right by the pub.
Jesus.
Wow.
Oh, so the pub is gonna go out of business, bro.
Right there, dude.
I doubt it.
Pub was always fucking packed.
It's always
You're gonna get all
fucking.
these
No,
fucking
but I
college
wanna know.
bitches from right around that area. Right
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
75. They have, I think, what they have.
They have FIU and Broward.
They have FIU.
Yeah.
They have that
Broward
campus.
Howard College.
Yeah.
Kaiser,
The Kaiser.
They have Kaiser.
the Vry.
The Bride.
The Vry.
Yeah, they got several.
Yeah, shit to know.
You're gonna find all those fucking chicks.
And you got the FBI building.
And yeah, that's right. The FBI building's right there
You
too.
can't tell anybody.
The FBI also work
It
at
says it in the front.
I know. It's fucking around.
Fucking says
It's
it.
fucking around.
Can't tell nobody. It's like right there. Federal Bureau.
Federal Bureau of Investigation
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
building. $52 million that fucking building cost.
It's
But
badass.
it's nice
dude.
though.
It is nice as
It's
fuck.
badass, it's badass.
So is that Twin Peaks? Is that big? Like, is it big?
Same size as the other one.
That's pretty big then, because the other one's pretty big. The one over there by Davie.
Just decent size.
Yeah.
I haven't been in to know the difference, but
So is that where we're gonna go watch the fight?
Nah.
No, the
They-
place
they-
to watch the fight, I think we've made it clear.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's Buffalo.
Buffalo
BBW.
Wild.
No.
No, that's
Not
the
BBW.
Not BBW.
When I
BBW.
think of that place, I think of
No,
BBW.
BBW.
Alright, that makes it real easy.
You
for
tell me
to
what
remember.
BBW you go. What BBW house you go?
He has his eye on one.
BBW.
He has his eye on one.
Good right there, BBW.
BBW.
They need loving, too.
They need loving.
Damn right they do.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong.
I
with
didn't
that.
say it was.
Oh, no, no.
Oh, okay.
They put in the effort.
They
They put in the effort, bro.
Yes, they do.
We're not
yeah.
all fucking born equal and shit like that.
No,
we all
no.
have our own fucking.
Oh, the way I look at him, I ain't Brad Pitt or none of that. I ain't no GQ model, so you know. When the times are rough, bro, you gotta.
I don't know, man. I think you can pass out for a GQ model, bro.
Yeah, I lost a couple pounds. I lose like 10 pounds. I lost 10 pounds.
You can pass off as a Rick Astley's fucking
Rick
stunt
Astley.
double, bro.
That's right. That's right.
His stunt double.
That man's still alive.
Yeah.
If we're gonna give you up,
I would
Bring
have.
you
we're gonna let
down.
you down.
Yeah, I let you down.
And we're gonna run away and desert you.
How do you know that song?
Oh my God, that's a classic. Who doesn't know
I
that
don't know the
You know,
fucking
how
song
many
either.
you know how many times I've been Rick rolled, bro?
song?
That's old school.
Remember that shit?
rolled,
Rick
bro.
rolled.
That's like the black guy from WhatsApp now. Remember seen the
The WhatsApp?
You guys don't know what that is?
No, what is that?
WhatsApp. You never got it?
No, I never-
The black guy with a big penis, a picture.
No.
Man. Oh, bro.
Well, you're gonna show it to us now.
No,
You're gonna look it up
that's
now?
famous, bro. The
I don't have
WhatsApp guy.
I don't have
They-
WhatsApp.
But they send you like a picture on WhatsApp, like a picture of like a crash or something. You know, WhatsApp. It's a little picture. Then once you click it,
It's a video?
it opens. No, it expands.
Oh.
The picture, like in the iMessage, you can't do
Uh-huh.
that. But in WhatsApp, you can.
That's like the description of every fucking porn fucking video.
Yeah, but it happened. Oh my god, dude.
The black man with the huge dick.
Yeah, the
Fucking this tiny white fucking
and Naylor.
slut.
No, but this is and Naylor was. I'll show you, bro. This is hilarious, man.
That's like mainstream these days, man.
It's
What's
famous.
mainstream?
It's
Okay, look at this one.
Black man with a 13-inch fucking.
I've been told I'm black
Look
from the
at
waist
that.
down.
They don't show no porn video with a black man with a fucking 3-inch dick.
1, 2, 3, 4,
I
5,
guarantee you.
Put the pass.
There-
Put the pass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
They
6.
all have fucking 12-inch, fucking 13-inch.
there is no
schlongs, bro.
porn guy with a 3-inch dick.
Motherfucker better eat some good ass fucking pussy. That's all I am.
There are some white
Which is
motherfuckers.
like
I better.
famous.
Guys that own
They're
their
like
own
the Hispanic community.
I know that.
That shit has to be photoshopped.
Oh, of course, it's fake, but they send you that.
Look at this
Look at that shit. What the? Look at that fucking Photoshop
It's
shit.
fake, bro.
That shit goes all the way to the
They
ground.
They'll send you like a picture of like a crash or something.
Yeah.
And then when you touch it, it's the guy
The
with
guy with
the big
the
penis.
That's like a
with the
trend, bro.
penis.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I fucking watched a bunch of interviews with fucking women who
It's
have
a
been
trap.
around the block and they've been around fucking black men, and that's like a myth in the porn industry with the black man that has like a 13-inch fucking penis. But then in reality, with these women who have been with average fucking men, your black man individuals, they're not packing the fucking the mythical creatures that they fucking display in the porn videos, all right? You know, the average man.
The fucking unicorns.
They're as average as every other fucking individual out there, right? Regardless of skin color. All right?
Yeah, no, that shit don't matter.
They play that shit out, bro. Because that's what sells. That's what sells. That brings attraction. It's just like
Of
Conor
course.
McGregor and Floyd Mayweather. It brings attraction. It's something new.
Yeah,
Spicing shit up.
A little comparison right there.
yeah.
That is a comparison. Conor McGregor and Floyd
Who
Mayweather.
doesn't want to see an MMA fighter fight a fucking boxer?
Oh, yeah.
Whether you know it's going to be one-sided or not.
Who wants to see?
But comparing Conor McGregor to like a big dick, that's not.
Well,
I want to see Conor McGregor, but I don't care for a big.
You don't
dick.
want to see his dick.
I don't know.
well,
Yeah, that's pretty much where you're going, Hector. Edit that out, eh? Let's edit that
So
out.
what? So what would you do if Conor McGregor whips out his dick during the fight?
Good for him. What am I gonna do? Shit, I ain't fighting the dick.
you know you'll be fucking hitting that replay button every now and then.
I'll be
Get
like,
out of
hey.
here with that.
I'll be like, damn, good for him,
Damn, look
I guess that's why I can't fight.
Look at that Irish.
That's what I say. I guess that's why.
Look at that Irish dick.
I don't
Come
know.
on. Now you're the biggest motherfucking Conor McGregor.
I'm a fan, but I'll give him props on it.
That's why you can't fight because you don't whip out your
I
dick
guess
and then fight.
no, because I don't have a big dick. I can't fight it.
But what if Conor McGregor doesn't have a big dick, bro?
Then I'll be like, then I should be fighting, bro. I should be an MMA. I should be an MMA fighter. Damn.
Well, listen, you don't whip out your dick in an MMA fight, bro. You just duke it out, bro. You know, whoever the best man. Let the best man win. That's
Exactly.
what
That's
it's
why
all
whip it
about.
out. It's the best man win.
It's not about who has the best
You're gonna
dick
be the
win,
best.
bro.
You're gonna be the best man.
Best man. Who gives the best?
You only show enough to win.
Showing up to win,
That's
bro.
it, bro.
That's it, bro. Showing up to win.
Who was that? Used to say that?
He said that to what was that comedian's name? I can't remember. That's just old, man.
It was from one of the guys from the Rat Pack, right?
No. But they was doing that time. I can't remember his name. That famous comedian.
Lenny Bruce?
No,
was it him?
Before that.
Before Lenny Bruce.
I can't remember his name right now. But they used to tell him it was known throughout like Hollywood and stuff like that he was packing, and then they would be hanging out, the people, whatever.
Right.
All the guys, and they would just be like, hey, is it true? Whatever. So guys would come up to him, like other famous guys. Oh, okay, let's compare, isn't that? And then his friends would be like, hey, listen, whatever. I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
Just show him enough to win, man. Just show him enough to win. Take out enough to win. I can't remember
That's
his name.
coming out.
Can't remember his name. But hilarious guy though. He would do the Dean Martin roast. But I can't remember his name.
I don't know.
See,
I'm blanking out. Blanking out. Rampage Jackson.
He's fighting King Kong.
He wants to. He says he has more ass whooping to give to Wanderlei Silva.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a fucking retarded.
Yeah, I know.
fucking fight, man. They're both out of their prime. They're just trying to sell a fight there.
Mm-hmm.
Milton Berle.
Let me see his
I'll look him up.
his mugshot.
Milton Berle. He was hilarious, man. Milton Berle was known for having one of the biggest penises in Hollywood, bro.
Goddamn.
Whatever.
Milton
What
Berle.
time period was this? The 50s?
White guy.
The
That's
60s?
Like the 60s.
That's what that movie's probably based on. The one with Mark Wahlberg.
What?
What?
I know what you're talking about. That he's a porn star.
He's a
Oh,
No, Boogie
Burt
Nights?
Reynolds.
Boogie Nights.
Boogie Nights. There you
I don't
go.
think so.
Well, he was a famous guy in Hollywood
With a big dick, yes.
with a big dick, and
Yes.
everybody wanted to be in because they wanted to see his dick.
No, but Milton Berle wasn't
I remember that.
Oh, those are all the, but like old.
Yeah.
Bill Murray was hilarious.
Oh, I know who he is
Yeah.
now.
Famous comedian.
Yeah.
I gotta take a picture.
Looks a little bit like me. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Oh shit. AKA Bruce Willis.
Just the face, not the dick.
Nah.
Yeah.
Listen, he got 3 hours under his belt.
Oh.
This motherfucker got 3 hours under his belt. All right, can you top that with that big dick motherfucker?
An hour for an inch, but
3 hours. Who's got 3 hours in the belt?
What are you guys talking about?
Who's rubbing fire?
Talking about that they fucking.
Who's starting fires, bro?
Yeah,
Starting
man.
fires, dude.
They last 2 hours. In that bitch.
What fucking rumors is that?
They last 2 motherfucking hours in that bitch.
I don't know. I didn't hear 2 hours.
I don't know. It's like every day it's like an hour added on.
I'm just saying. That's the word out
By
on
the
the
end
street.
of this year, we're gonna be able to last all fucking 12 hours.
24 hours. All right, so that was the Return of the Wise Guys episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, enjoyed our stories. So that helped us, I guess. Well, that helped us, just made us more relaxed. And tell you guys our experiences with life and all that stuff. And like I mentioned earlier, we'll be back with a recap of WrestleMania and more of our usual programming. You can always find us on Twitter, Bits For You Podcast, Facebook, Bits For You Podcast, and you can email us at bitsforyoupodcast@gmail.com. I'll have all this in the description of this episode. Thanks.